Got it? Testing audio, testing audio. What's going on? Happy Sunday, everybody. If you guys can hear me and you guys can see me, go ahead in the comments down below, put the word yes. How's everybody feeling today? December 18th at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you guys can hear me, you guys can see me, go ahead and drop the words yes. I'm super excited, guys. This is probably going to be the last web class that I do of the year, so this is a very, very important one. See, next Sunday is Christmas. And you guys are going to be spending time with family. You guys are going to be opening up gifts. Some of you guys are going to be traveling. And I want you to really, really understand that we have 2 weeks until the first of next year. How many of you guys are ready to start the new year with new money? Down below, comment the words yes. How many of you are ready to start the new year with new money? How many of you guys are like, you know what? I'm done trying to figure this thing out, and I'm done having the standard income that I have that I'm relying on right now, whether it's a traditional income, whether it's a full-time job, whether it's a hustle that's doing okay but not doing great. How many of you guys are ready to start the new year off with a reliable source of income, rather supplemental income in addition to your income, passive income, or maybe replace your current income and have that revenue coming in 24/7, 365? Down below in the comments, put the words me. Guys, I'm super excited because today I'm going to be breaking down the business model that changed me and my family's life. This business model is responsible for literally allowing me to retire early, retire my mom, retire my wife, and travel around the world. So I'm super excited. Over 1 million people have went through this training. So my number one goal is to help you guys accomplish your goals. But after doing this for 2 years straight and just now picking back up the ball and constantly making iterations and changes and adjustments, my number one goal is to make this training so valuable that it would be worth $1,000 to you guys. So at the end of the training, I want you guys to let me know, give me honest feedback what you think about this, because I'm constantly improving. Every single day in every single way, all of us should strive to get better. So without further ado, guys, go ahead and bring my slides up. Let's go ahead and get started. By the way, a few things. Make sure you have a notepad, a piece of paper, a pen, a pencil, an iPad, something to take notes with right now, because note takers are money makers, and a sharp pencil is better than a sharp mind. There's no way you will remember all of this. We have a ton of information to go over, and I have a little bit of time. I'm literally going to condense 7 years worth of information into the next 90 minutes. So make sure that you guys are taking copious notes, because note takers are money makers. At the end, there will be Q&A, so stick around to the end. And at the end, there will be a special opportunity for those of you that identify this is a business that you want to commit to. This is the business model that you've been looking for. This is the business idea or startup that fits your agenda, fits your goals, so on and so forth. There will be a very special opportunity for you to join the AMZ Formula family. And I don't want to give too much away, but since this is the last web class of the year, I'm going to do something very, very exclusive that's not found anywhere else. So for those of you who are serious and not curious, who feel that you can go further faster with working with us, stay tuned to the end. Now we're going to start off strong, guys. Bring my slides up. I want you to understand that success is not mandatory. Success is not what? Success is not mandatory, guys. We need to make success mandatory. Down below in the chat, comment the words, "I'm making success mandatory." See, in the past, if you haven't gotten your dream, if you haven't accomplished your dreams, haven't accomplished your goals, and haven't got to the next level, it's because you weren't playing all out. Somebody say play all out. Today, the only thing I ask of you, because this training is absolutely free, is that you play all out. Whether you play all in or you go all out. Whether you go all in and you implement the stuff I'm teaching you, or you just decide this isn't for you and you go in another direction. But whatever you do, go all out. I've studied and reverse engineered my success and the success of my mentors and other people, and I've noticed this. Things that are not mandatory, that lack consequences, are seldomly completed. How many of you guys have joined a presentation or a webinar before and haven't got any results with the business? Down below, yes? How many of you guys actually went to school, went to college for something, and you never pursued that actual career and made money from that career? Down below, say me. How many of you guys have bought a program, bought a course, went through some type of training, and after you took out your card and you bought the thing or you paid for the thing, you didn't get any results whatsoever? Down below, say I did. And let's hold ourselves accountable. This is the number one reason why. Because it wasn't mandatory. It was not mandatory. Somebody down below say, I'm going all in. So what I want you to do is, before we get into the training, I want you to write this statement down on your piece of paper. This is going to be the first thing at the top of your notes. And I want you to write in, I blank, promise to myself today, and today is December 18th, that I will play all out on this training and go all in for my future. Simply. Below that, you have to have a consequence. At the end of this training, hey, this isn't for me, I need to keep looking, or this is for me, I believe in this, I'm done making excuses, it's time to choose execution over excuses, and I'm ready to go all in. What's the excuse? What's the consequence if you don't do that? Emotion causes motion. I learned this from my mentor, Myron. There has to be something emotionally tied to why you're going to take action. And that's why people like me and people like you and so many people join programs and courses and get no results. After you swipe a credit card, it's on you. But are you making it mandatory? See, oxygen is mandatory. Water is mandatory. Food is mandatory. Somebody say, let's make success mandatory. If you guys are ready to go, somebody down below comment the words, let's go. If you're ready to go down below, comment the words, let's go. Let's go, let's go. So today, guys, I'm going to be breaking down the copy and paste proven formula to starting an online Amazon business, guys. This is a business that can generate you $10,000 plus per month, every single month, from anywhere in the world during your spare time, literally using just one of these, just a computer. You can take me down so they can focus on the slides. So if you guys haven't heard, Amazon is now a $1 trillion company alongside Apple. That's $1 trillion. I want you to look at all these zeros. I need you to really see this, and I need you to focus on this. Because how many of you guys, when thinking about starting an Amazon business, you may have thought, Is this going to work? Is this viable? Is this big enough? Is there enough opportunity for me? Is this saturated? Maybe the opportunity is gone. How many of you guys have thought that and came here looking for the answer to that question? Down below, comment the words me. Guys, my goal today is very simple. If I can show you guys how to generate $100,000 per year and create a six-figure online business, or a seven-figure for those of you guys that are already doing six figures, or for those of you guys who like to think big, which I love thinking big, by the way. One of the biggest mistakes I made in my life was thinking too small. Would our time together be worth it? Six figures or seven figures, nothing less, nothing more. One of my mentors, Myron Golden, says that you cannot teach what you do not know, and you cannot lead where you will not go. So lucky for you guys, I've not only done six figures, I've not only done seven figures, I've done 8 figures for myself with this business model, so I can share with you guys exactly how to do so. But how many of you guys are like, Josh, that sounds good, you're great, you were able to do this, and so on and so forth, and you started years ago. Right now, it sounds too good to be true for me to get started. How many of you guys, that's your situation right now? Down below, say, that's me. Guys, this is recently released from today. The average small business owner on Amazon is generating $90,000 per year, guys. That's over $8,000 per month net income. How many of you guys, $8,000 per month would change the game for you guys? Let's cut that in half. How many of you guys, $4,000 a month, if I was able to show you how to create a business that could generate $4,000 a month net income, how many of you guys that would move the needle? I want to make sure we're in the right place today. Okay, fantastic. Guys, my bigger goal is not only to show you how to create an online business that will print money 24/7, 365, but my bigger goal is to show you guys how to own your own time. How many of you guys know who this guy is? Warren Buffett, one of the most notorious investors and top 100 wealthiest men alive, said this. And this was the statement that created the emotion that made me get into motion and change my life. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Take me big for a minute. How many of you guys know a family member? How many of you guys know a colleague? How many of you guys know a friend? How many of you guys know a neighbor? How many of you guys know somebody down below, say their name, who is the hardest working person you've ever met? And if we were literally to debate over, I know somebody that works harder than you're somebody, you feel that you would win. Down below, say the words me. Somebody said my dad. Brittany said my dad. Anwar said definitely. I need you to understand this. You do not get paid in direct proportion to how hard you work. You get paid in direct proportion to the value that you bring and the specialized knowledge that you know. My father turned 73 years old this year, and every year now I take him to Cabo. I'm building a home in Mexico, and every single year I take him to Mexico. And one of the things, my dad wasn't able to tell me a lot about financial literacy. He wasn't able to tell me a lot about business and a lot about credit. But my father, who's worked hard his entire life with his back, told me this. He said, Joshua, find a way to make money with your brain because it will outlast your back and it will outpay your back. What does that mean? If you're using brawn and not brain, you will never get to the next level. I want you guys to really feel that. I want you guys to really understand that. The one thing that the rich, the wealthy, and the successful have in common is they all generate income without them actually generating the income. They're not exchanging time, they're not exchanging effort, and they're not using labor to create money. Because guess what? You can only work so many hours per day, and when you're doing laborious jobs, you can only be in one place. At your job, you can only be in one place at one time and earn so much. Because I can tell you guys how to double your income if you have a career right now. It's very simple. Double your hours. How many of you guys are cool working 80 hours a week? Nobody. It's not realistic. I need you to understand that it's easier to make a lot of money in a short period of time than it is to make a little bit of money over a long period of time. If you guys are with me and you're ready to keep moving, down below, say I'm with you. I'm with you. All right, let's keep moving. So, implementing these strategies that I'm going to share with you guys, you can see Joseph was able to go from $0 to $15,000 in sales per month selling just one product. Somebody comment the words, you're only one product away. Here's Joseph and his lovely wife who just welcomed a newborn baby. He's been able to travel around the world, invest in real estate, and just built a brand new home in the Philippines. Someone say, congrats, Joe. This is you. This can be you. I need you guys to understand that your current situation is not your final destination unless you allow it to be. Let's level up. Somebody say go all in. And for those of you that want to replace your job, this can be the catalyst. For those of you who love your job, this can be the additional income, the supplemental income that you need to live life on your terms. I'm talking about going out to eat and not checking the bill. I'm talking about going to vacation and not worrying about first class or economy. I'm talking about offering for yourself and your children or your future children the life of abundance that you've always dreamt of. If you're ready down below, say I'm ready. Guys, I went all in. I'm going to be honest with you. I would not be here if I wouldn't go all in. The problem is so many of you guys have so much potential, but you've never went all in. You've been half-stepping your entire life. And I'm going to be brutally honest with you, because if I can't help you, then I'm not fulfilling my purpose, my vision, and my mission. The number one lever that you need to pull right now is to stop half-stepping and stop testing and stop gambling and go all in. Well, I'm going to try this and hopefully it works. It has to work or it has to work. Somebody put that in the comments down below. I went all in. I was literally on the verge of being homeless. I was living in a one-bedroom apartment with a family of 3. I was volunteering at Salvation Army for food. I was volunteering at the Center Township for vouchers to pay my rent. My rent was $375. I didn't have a car. I didn't have any money. I didn't have any credit. But guess what? Where there's a will, there's a way. And I went all in. Somebody say, go all in. For me, I wanted to be able to travel around the world. I was sick and tired of having another man put constrictions over my life and put constrictions over my wife's life. You have to be here at this time and you have to do this for this amount of money. That's modern day slavery. I was able to travel around the world. In this image, I'm oceanfront. This is the Indian Ocean in Maldives, one of the most magical, beautiful places in the world. And while I was here enjoying life, my money, my investment, my business was working for me without me working for it. On top of that, I wanted to offer a life for my family that I've never lived, that I was never exposed to. When I became a father, when I became a husband, I made it my mission to offer them and show them and give them what I've never been gotten, what I've never been given, what I've never been able to see. And for those of you who are parents and for those of you who have parents, how many of you guys want to retire your parents down below? How many of you guys, you would feel accomplished in life if you were able to retire your mom, retire your dad, fly them private around the world, put them on jets, put them on helicopters, put them on private yachts. And I don't say this to brag or boast, but I say this to say no one is going to do it for them if you don't. Not their job, not their pension, not their 401k, not their friends, their children. And for your spouses, no one's going to do it for them but you. For your children, no one's going to do it for them but you. Are you guys with me? Down below, say I'm with you. So how are we able to do this, guys? We're able to do this by selling private label physical products on Amazon utilizing the AMZ formula. Now, for those of you that don't know what FBA is, FBA stands for Fulfillment by Amazon. Now, how does this business model work? How do I get this off? Is this supposed to be animated like this? That's cool. I'll work with it. It kind of threw me off. So how does Amazon FBA works? It works by we're finding physical products. We're sending our products directly to suppliers. How do I get this off of here? Why is this doing this? Works is we find these physical products and we send these products directly to Amazon. Then people like us, everyday consumers, are going to go on Amazon and are going to buy these physical products. Now, Amazon's going to pick the product, pack the product, and ship the product directly to consumers. And this is how we're able to run this business from anywhere in the world during our spare time using just a computer. Now, why is private labeling, why is this business model the best business to start right now? Down below in the chat, how many other Amazon businesses have you heard of? Have you guys heard about arbitrage? Have you guys heard about wholesale? Have you guys heard about drop shipping? Have you guys heard about any of these other business models? So what's the difference and why is this better? Well, one of the main reasons is it requires minimal upfront capital. Now, a lot of people say, well, Josh, with drop shipping, you need no capital. Absolutely, but you have no intellectual property. There is no barrier to entry. If you're concerned about Amazon's well being dry and the gold being mined, everybody in the hordes of tens of thousands are beginning drop shipping every single day. Why? Because it costs no money. If it costs no money, there's no barrier to entry. With private label, there's a barrier to entry, but you can start with a small budget. And here you can see Kevin was able to get to the first page in the first 2 weeks and start generating income. Number 2 is flexibility. When I look at investing, when I look at starting a business, I'm looking for a business that can be ran from anywhere during any time. I do not want to punch a clock, and I don't want to be specific to specific time frames, right? I just got back from Dubai, and it's a 12-hour difference. I don't want to be up at midnight. I don't want to be up at 3 o'clock in the morning having to look at my business if I'm traveling. And I surely don't want to get up first thing in the morning and the first thing I have to do, instead of meditating, instead of doing my affirmations, instead of spending time with my dog or my children or my wife, is going in and worrying about work. I want to be able to do this at my leisure. So with this business model, you can do this business model from anywhere at any time. This works perfectly for students, stay-at-home parents, and people who are retired or who have careers. And last but far from least, this is something that was recently added to the training and it is so important. It's recession-proof. Guys, during the pandemic, during the recession, right now we're going into a recession, this business is thriving. During the pandemic, the business model was thriving. While traditional retail was going under and stores were being closed and people were being fired, Amazon sellers were absolutely crushing it and making more money than they've ever made in their lives. Guys, this is the best place to sell online, period, and here's why. In 2018, Jeff Bezos, the CEO and founder of Amazon, in his letter to shareholders, he stated that third-party sales have grown from 3% to 60%. And if you look at this chart, here you can see that month after month after month after month, Amazon has continuously grown. So for any of you guys who are wondering, is the well dry? Is all of the gold mined? Like, is this opportunity saturated? Is there too much competition? I like to look at data because I can tell you no, but it's a biased opinion because I own an Amazon company. I'm an Amazon seller and it comes off as biased. But what I cannot make up is I cannot make up these charts. For the last 2 decades, every single month, Amazon has increased in sales. Amazon has increased in users. Now, when it comes to saturation, this is how saturation works. You have supply and you have demand. There's literally over 100 million, literally closer to 300 million Prime subscribers, yet there's under 5 million sellers. So saturation is impossible. Now, what about the tech experience? Do we have to have tech experience? Do we have to have e-commerce experience? Well, when Jeff Bezos was interviewed and in his letter to shareholders, he said that these Amazon sellers and new business owners are able to crush it because they offer the very best tools that we could imagine. See, when you're drop shipping, you have to build a website. When you're drop shipping, you have to run traffic and Facebook ads and email marketing. And you have to do all of this tech stuff that you have to learn that the gurus don't tell you about. Well, on Amazon, everything is on Amazon.com. And it's literally plug and play. You have an image, you have a title, you have a description. Oh, and the advertising, Amazon owns that too. And I'll show you guys step by step how to do that a little bit later. If you guys are picking up what I'm putting down below, comment the words "I'm getting it." King, God bless you and your family. I hope you guys do better in 2023 than you do in 2022. Because with that mindset, and I can already tell how much money you're worth. I can already tell how well off your family is. So God bless you. I wanted to say that prayer before we remove you and block you and send you to the network of everybody I know so you'll never be able to come on another one of these webinars. Anybody else want a prayer before we boot you, just let me know. Now, Amazon keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Have you guys bought something off Amazon? Down below, comment the words yes. Guys, I cannot make this up. 2/3 of America and 51% of the globe is shopping on Amazon. Down below, how many of you guys in the last 14 days have bought something off Amazon? What about in the last 7 days? How many of you guys have received a package? Now with the Christmas right around the corner in the holiday season, boxes, these brown boxes with the smiley faces are coming in every single week. Does Amazon still work? Is Amazon dead? Is there still opportunity? Think about it. All of these products that you're ordering, all of these products that you're buying on Amazon, I challenge you guys to go look at your order history. How many of your frequently bought products or last purchased products, you actually know the brand? How many of those brands are in Walmart? How many of those brands you can go to a brick and mortar store and buy them? Maybe less than 5% of them. These are all private label products. These are all sellers just like me and you tapping into this trillion-dollar industry. Now, 74% of consumers are shopping on Amazon in the United States. There's more than 100 million subscribers, and nobody knows the exact number to date, but there's speculation that there's near 300 million right now. That's literally 2/3 of American homes have Prime memberships. And Amazon's daily sales are just over $410 million. That's 17 million per hour, 283,000 per minute. Are you guys starting to see how all you have to do is tap into a tiny fraction of this pie to create a life-changing business? How many of you guys, you already had the aha moment in the first 20 minutes we spent together? How many of you guys, your mind is already expanded? How many of you guys truly see the opportunity now? How many of you guys, some of these internal disbeliefs about the business model have already been shattered? Talk to me. And how many of you guys are glad that you showed up and are like, wow, I've been to webinars before, but I haven't been to this. This is different. Talk to me. I love your guys' feedback. Energy goes where energy flows. I want to make sure that I give you guys my all, so I need you guys to give me your all in return. I appreciate you, Muhammad. I appreciate you, T. Ray, thank you so much. Talk to me. What do you think about this presentation over the other presentations, over the other webinars? Awesome. Let's keep moving. Now, how do I know this, right? And how can I say this so confidently? Guys, I know this because it's changed my life, and I've turned it into a proven, repeatable, copy and paste formula that anyone can follow. And it's called the formula. So step number 1 is leverage research. Step number 2 is rapid sourcing. Step number 3 is micro launch. Step number 4 is skyrocket and scale. And step number 5 is the pendulum strategy. Now, I know what you're thinking, but Josh, you're amazing, and I'm not. Fill in the blank with internal disbelief and lies about yourself like we're currently doing and have done previously. Go ahead, fill it out, fill it in, fill in the blank. Talk to me down below. But Josh, you're better, and I'm not smarter. But Josh, you've been doing this, and I don't know what I'm going to do. But Josh, you got in at a good time, and now's not a good time. But Josh, you got in when there was no pandemic and no recession, and now there's a pandemic and a recession. Whatever the internal disbelief is or the lie, you need to understand whenever you have a desirable outcome and you place an excuse in front of the desirable outcome is impossible. It is a law, just like the law of gravity. What goes up must come down. In order for a law of completion to take place, there cannot be an excuse in front of the law. Otherwise, it is impossible for it to happen. I want to lose weight, but I'm big boned. I want to lose weight, but my genetics. I want to lose weight, but I don't know what to eat. I want to lose weight, but I don't have time to go to the gym. Whenever there's a desirable outcome and there's an excuse in front of it, it'll never happen. So guys, I'm not special. I still have a high school diploma. Actually, I don't have a high school diploma. I don't have a college degree. To this day, I don't have one. I didn't start with credit. No one in my family was an entrepreneur. I had no advantage. My advantage was my disadvantage. And the problem is too many of us are focused on where we are now instead of where we can be. Does that make sense? Down below, say that makes sense. Does not matter. Does not matter what year we're in. Does not matter how many sellers there are. Does not matter what's going on economically. The world depends on Amazon right now. And it's not an Amazon business. It's actually a supply and demand business, which existed far before Christ existed. In times of history, BC stands for before Christ. And before Christ were lords and ladies. And when there's lords and ladies, there were talents and blacksmiths. And what did they do? Exchange one thing of value for another thing of value. And that's all we're doing. If you got that history lesson down below, say, I got it. Now, guys, before I discovered this, like I mentioned, I was a high school dropout, no college degree, no high school diploma. I was making minimum wage, literally hand sorting through trash. No credit, no computer, no tech, no marketing experience. Grew up in the hood, and I was living paycheck to paycheck. Me and my wife now were working 40 hours a week each just to keep food on the table, just to keep shelter over our head. We were just getting by. But guys, you have to dream of more, and you have to have a why that is stronger than your excuses. And I need you to write that down. My why is blank. Now below that, I need you to write down the top 3 excuses that's held you back from taking action in the last 12 months. I'm scared, I'm fearful, I don't know if it's going to work out, what if I lose my money? If those things still exist after this presentation, you need to audit your why. Because I'm going to tell you one thing, I don't care if I have to go hand in hand in combat with a gladiator for my family, I'm going to do that. Yes, I'm fearful of death. However, the why for succeeding for my family is stronger than the fear of failure. Too many of you guys, the fear of blank has held you back from where you are. Instead of worrying about the fear of failure, you need to worry about the fear of mediocrity. You need to worry about the fear of being where you are for the next 10 years. That needs to be fearful. And that fear for me was significantly more than losing money, because guess what? Money is useless unless you use it. Money since the beginning of time has been a tool that we were blessed with and given in order to use for what? To exchange of something of value. You exchange money, which is a tool, for something of value. Every single day we exchange money for food. Food is something of value. Every single day we exchange money for water. Water is something of value. For shelter, shelter is something of value. If you think that starting a business that can change you and your family's life is not something of value, you need to audit your why. Because it's far more important to me and should be to you than the money that you sit that's rusting, rotting, and depreciating and not worth the actual material it's printed on. If you're picking up what I'm putting down below, say I'm getting it. Somebody say keep moving. Now, guys, there's one slide about me because this isn't about me. It's about you and helping you get to the next level. But I need you to understand that you're learning from someone who actually walks the walk and talks the talk. People ask me every single day, what's the difference between you and all these other gurus? What's the difference between you and all these other Amazon coaches? I've been in the business since 2015. I've been a multimillionaire since 2016. And I generated 8 figures before I ever had a social media account. That's number one. Number two, we are obsessive with getting our clients' results. One of our key performing indicators or KPIs in our companies are clients' results. So I'm going to skip over the 7-figure seller. I'm going to skip over the 56 apartments. I'm going to skip over the 30-plus countries that I traveled around the world while my business is generating the full-time income. And let's talk about the mentor to thousands of successful students. Someone down below say receipts. Every single week, we audit all of our competition, and we make sure that this presentation has more receipts than anybody else. So if you're wondering if TAF works, if we work, if you put in the work and you do not give up, it will work. Are you guys ready to keep moving? Down below, say keep moving. Now, guys, why am I sharing this with you? I'm literally, when I'm done teaching this, I shoot in an Uber directly to the airport and I fly out and I'm gone. Why would I be doing this? I could be chilling with my family before I leave. Why would I do that? Because for me, guys, this is about impact, not income. Been a multimillionaire since 2016. One thing you will notice, and I challenge you to start thinking about this now, because how you do anything is how you do everything. I challenge you to start identifying your why, your passion, your vision, and what is truly fulfilling for you. Some of you guys, it's going to be philanthropy. Some of you guys, it's going to be other things, right? No two people are the same. And for me, I thought it was money because I've never had it. Nobody in my family had it until I had more of it than I knew what to do with. And I found out I was the same person. I suffered from the same level of depression. So the reason why I do this is not because of the income. It's because of the impact. It's the testimonials that we get, the reviews that we get every single day, every single week from people who are able to fire their boss, who are able to go on that vacation, who are able to do more for their children. That's why I do this, because I remember when I was on trial in my shower shoes, taking a shower, facing 15 years in prison at the age of 19, I remember praying to God and telling God, please give me a way. Please show me something that I can do in my life other than sell drugs, other than be around all these robbers and these gangbangers. What can I do to change my life? And if you help me, I'll do whatever you ask of me. And that's when I was given this gift. When I got out, I met my wife, I met my mentor, and my life was never the same. See, in order to change your life, you have to change your mindset. Once you become successful in your mind, you can become successful in your life. And I need you to understand, in order to increase your income, you have to increase your skill set. That's why the hardest working person you know that you guys talked about at the beginning of this presentation isn't the highest paid person you know. That's my desire. I don't care about the money because, to be completely honest, out of the hundreds of people in this room right now, only a few are going to join the program today. And here's the thing. Whoever invests in my program, it will not change the quality of my life, but it has the opportunity to change your life significantly. And that's why I do it for. Because for me, the impact is far greater than the reward, the monetary reward. Now, guys, there's tons of gurus out here, and I'm going to be completely honest with you. You can make a lot of money selling courses. You can make a lot of money selling information. And like I previously mentioned, that's not why I do it. But I want you to look at these 2 screenshots just to let you know that you're learning from one of the first people in the industry, and that I've been doing this and only this for years. See, many of these people that were teaching one thing then went to dropshipping, and then went to courses, and then went to digital marketing, and then went to social media. Since 2015, I've only done and have taught the one thing that made me and my family rich, and that's Amazon. You can see the screenshot in my 50,000 square foot warehouse in front of $3 million worth of inventory. The date was 2017. Below that, you can see a trailing 12 from 18 to 19 where we did 7 figures. I've been doing this for many years, and only this, and will only do this. Yes, I own real estate. Yes, I have a trucking business. Yes, I invest in other businesses. However, I will only teach this. And that's why I can give you guys the most up-to-date information, because not only have I been in the field, I'm currently in the field. And we're able to do this, and the formula is able to get better every single year. Like literally every single year we audit our program, we audit the resources, we change them and improve them to offer you guys the most cutting-edge, up-to-date information. So guys, on this web class, on this presentation, you're going to discover 5 things, and this is the 5-step proven model. This is where you guys want to start taking copious notes. Note takers are money makers. A sharp pencil is better than a sharp mind. Number 1 is leverage research. Number 2 is rapid sourcing. Number 3 is micro launch. Number 4 is skyrocketing and scaling. And number 5 is the pendulum. And the pendulum is the most important, so you do not want to go anywhere. Because if you listen to the first 4 and you miss the 5th, this formula will not work. So if you guys are ready to dive in, I need to see the chat go absolutely insane with let's go. Talk to me in the chat. Talk to me. Let's go. How many of you guys are ready? How many of you guys are fired up? Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. I need the chat to go insane. Awesome. That's what I like to see, guys. Energy goes where energy flows. I'm going to give it right back to you guys. So step number 1 is going to be leveraged research. And we got to figure out why this is doing this build thingy. We got to fix that immediately. So the importance of step number 1, which is leverage research. Your ability to routinely find, source, and launch products is what ultimately determines the success of your Amazon business. The faster you can find these products and launch them to the market, the faster we can reach our goal of 10K per month. Success loves what? Talk to me in the comments. Success loves what, guys? Now, the old way, what the outdated YouTube videos are talking about, and the gurus have never done this or teaching. Spend thousands of dollars in inventory before testing the product. Wait for months and months and months for your product to arrive. Find the next cutting-edge, trending product that's going to sell for a little bit of time because there's no viability or depth of market to it, or proof of concept, and then blindly guess if the product will work. Now, the 3 common mistakes that most people make. Number 1, people fall victim to analysis paralysis. I need you to understand that complexity is the thief of completion. The easier the process, the shorter it is, the quicker you can get results. Somebody down below say, make success simple. My number 1 goal on this training and inside of the AMZ formula is for my 8-year-old son to be able to comprehend it. This does not need to be difficult. Too many people try to, for ego purposes, make this whole thing sound difficult. My number 1 goal is to make this simple because I'm not smart. I'm not smarter than any of you. Far many of you guys have a higher GPA than me or more intelligent than me. I'm going to show you guys how to get rich, and I'm going to show you how to make it simple. Is that fine? Down below, say that's okay. Now, number 2, people get emotionally attached to that one product. I call this the all or nothing syndrome. You want to make data-driven decisions, not emotional-based decisions. I don't care what you think about the product. I care what the product is doing and how the product is performing, and that's how we make decisions. All of our decisions are backed by data and never by emotion. And lastly, people spend way too much money and time testing the viability of the product. I call this trying to force a loser. Somebody down below comment the word success loves speed. So what should you guys do instead? The new way and how you can minimize risk and get results faster is by finding 1 to 3 products that have high demand and low competition that can quickly and inexpensively be tested in the marketplace. Don't reinvent the wheel, guys. The easiest way to become successful is to mimic success, is to replicate what's already working. So instead of looking for these new products, instead we're looking for products that are crushing it already, and then we're improving it. If something's doing good already and we make it better, is it safe to say we can sell as many or even more than what is currently already being sold? Versus all of these people that are talking about trending products and hot new products, what happens when the trend fades? That's why dropshipping is dead. Now, rather than invest $1,500 on one product, we invest 503 products. We segregate and segment risk. Instead of going all in and putting all your eggs in one basket, we separate it and segregate it. So if one of the 3 succeed, guess what? You're guaranteed a winner. Now, how does this work? Step number 1, understanding the winning product criteria. And number 2, leverage the special tools and the resources to spy on competitors. Again, we want to see what's working, we want to improve on it, and we want to get to market as fast as possible. What does success love? Now, screenshot this, guys, because this is the criteria of a winning product. These are the things that we're looking for when we're looking for winning products. And down below in the bottom right-hand corner, I'm showing you the actual websites that you can use. Now, 2 of the 3 are free, but in terms of the actual products and finding the products and utilizing software to find products, we need to utilize a software, and the one that we use, that's one of the oldest and the originators that actually is here in Austin where I'm located, is Jungle Scout. So those guys have been awesome enough to give you guys a discount just for my audience, just for my programs, and that link is discountonjunglescout.com. Make sure that you save that because you can't do this without the software to find the product, right? If you guys have that, on the next few slides, I'm going to be sharing you guys exactly how to use that and how to find these products. But we're looking for products with high demand, low competition, not seasonal, not trending, the complete opposite of drop shipping, because guess what? Trends go up, and just as fast as they go up, they go down. We're looking for sustainability. We're looking for products that are going to sell 24/7, 365 for many years to come. Does that make sense? We're looking for products that we can private label. You cannot private label Aquafina water. You cannot private label Colgate. Yes, you can sell them as a distributor or a wholesaler and make peanuts and make pennies on the dollar, but you're just a hustler. You don't have any intellectual property. You can't sell that business for a high multiple. You can't make iterations or adjustments or changes or run advertising to it. You're literally just feeding off off an already established brand, and you're making peanuts. Now, guess what? If there's hundreds of people teaching wholesaling and drop shipping, there is no differentiating factor, because when you wholesale or you drop ship, all you're doing is beating the next person's pricing until there's so many people that the price is at the bottom and you can't make any money. Well, with private labeling and with what we do, we charge more. And I call this the WWAD method, which is what would Apple do. We charge the highest, we charge the most, and we get fat, juicy margins while avoiding all competition. If that sounds amazing, down below, say I'm excited. Now, again, the tool that we utilize to find these products are Jungle Scout, and down below you guys can get a discount by going to discountonjunglescout.com. Somebody said go back. Screenshot this, guys. Make sure you screenshot this. This is game right here, guys. You do not want to miss this. Let me know when you guys got this. Fat, juicy margins, excited. Somebody say it was the fat, juicy margins for me. Let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. You guys good? I got you, Naz. No problem. All right, cool. Let's keep going. So Jungle Scout, these are the filters, and you may want to screenshot this. Categories. These are the categories that I recommend that are easy to get into with high margins where you don't need any special requirements. Next, we have product tiers. Standard is going to be your traditional small size, lower weight products. Oversized is going to be team lift above 50 pounds. I recommend starting out with standard because they're cheaper to source, cheaper to manufacture, cheaper to ship. Next, we have filters. You do not want to source products or sell products under $15 because they're not Prime eligible. Nobody buys anything on Amazon that's not Prime eligible. Next, anything above 50 is going to fall victim, or it's going to fall out of the impulse buying range. We like to be in $15 to $50 because that's the impulse buying range. That means people will give us money without doing a ton of research and looking at competitors. Does that make sense? Next to that is our reviews. Now, again, guys, you can play with these filters. These aren't have to be the exact filters, but these are good parameters for you to follow. Next is going to be reviews. I like to start out around 100 because if we can find a product that's selling, 3,000 units per month or 10 units per day, if we can find a product that's selling 10 to 100 units per day with a little amount of reviews, this means that they're going to crush it. That means that there's not many competition or not many competitors in this space. And last but far from least, the bottom right is going to be LQS, which stands for Listing Quality Score. If we can find these products that are crushing it and these sellers that are crushing it, but they have a low listing quality score, that means that we can come in, make the product better, and make the listing better, and crush it right out the gate. If you guys are following that, down below, say I got it. Now, we want to narrow it down to high probability products. And these are two products that I found utilizing this exact framework and these exact filters. And then the one on the far right is a product that I was absolutely crushing it with. And I want you guys to understand that you probably don't have one of these products in your house. And even if you do, these aren't everyday products that you can think of are highly used. However, they're highly purchased, right? So again, do not lead with emotion on what you think is a good product. Lead with data. Now, utilizing the filters and the framework that I just shared with you guys, here we found the beach tent. And you guys, I want you to do the math for me because I want you guys to really understand this. Underneath sales, you can see that they're selling 1,000 units. Next to that is revenue, which is $30,000. Now, the profit margin that we aim for, net profit margin after manufacturing, after sourcing, after shipping, after advertising is 30%. So if they're selling this product on the far left for an average of $30, what's 30% of $30? Down below in the chat, talk to me. What's 30% of $30? Somebody said $9. Great. Now, if they're selling 1,000 units per month, what's $9 times 1,000? Somebody do that math and drop it down below. Somebody said 9,000 USD. Now, let's take 9,000 and let's multiply that by 12 months, 12 for 12 months in a year. What is 9,000 times 12? Talk to me. That's $108,000 per year. Now, do you remember at the beginning when I showed you the article that said the average small business owner makes $90,000 per year? This is one product netting $108,000 per year. Did that blow your mind or did that blow your mind? How many of you guys now see that this is possible, this is realistic, this can be done? And most importantly, how many of you guys have now come to the realization that you are truly only one product away? Talk to me in the chat. One product. How many of you guys $100,000 a year would allow you to quit your job? How many of you guys $100,000 a year would allow you to fire your boss? How many of you guys $100,000 a year would allow you to offer a better life for your children, take care of your family, put your parents in a nice apartment and not a retirement home, travel around the world, drive a nicer vehicle, go on more vacations? $100,000 a year with one product? This is a beach tent, y'all. Now let's slice it in half and say that this guy got lucky. What about $50,000? Would $50,000 a year change the game for you guys? Come on, guys. Somebody drop in the comments down below you're only one product away, and let's keep moving. So this is a perfect example of high demand, low competition, because if you notice, this product only has 17 reviews. So how do we crush it? We come in with the same product, we make adjustments, we fix what people don't like, we keep what they do like, we make our own improvements, and voila. We have a product that's crushing it. Now, we went over leverage research. Next is rapid sourcing. So once you find the product, we need to source the product. Now, the old way is spending a fortune in several months contacting the supplier, getting subpar estimates, waiting for samples, manufacturing, and shipping, blindly searching for and launching products and praying that you don't lose all your money. Now, the new way and how you can minimize risk and get results faster is able to get your product directly to Amazon and have your supplier do everything for you. Make it very simple. One of the biggest mistakes and loss of potential that I see new people who do this on their own make is literally only using a supplier to manufacture the product. I use my supplier as a sourcing agent. I use my supplier to find other products. I use my supplier to handle shipping. I use my supplier to help me with product development. You need to exhaust your supplier. Somebody write that down. That's a gem. Now, pro tip, the right supplier, the right amount to test, and the right shipping method is the 3 steps to success with sourcing. Now, the 3 steps to success with this sourcing model. Find the perfect supplier, utilize proper outreach templates to reach out to suppliers and vet the perfect supplier, focus on lowering minimum order quantity or MOQ, get samples in test batch airship so you can get them quickly to Amazon and you can approve the product quality and that the product is viable. Now, when done properly and following my proven system, you can get your product up and running and literally see results in 2 weeks, just like Kevin was able to do. Now, once we find this product, we want to go to Alibaba.com. Alibaba.com is where we're going to find our supplier. We're going to type in the name of the product, and you're going to see all the suppliers pop up. Now, how do we identify what's a good supplier? What are the qualities of a good supplier? You want to screenshot this. You want to write this stuff down. We're looking for gold rating. Out of 5 stars, what is the ratio? Number 2, established track record. How long have they been in business? How big is their business? How much revenue are they doing per year? All of this is underneath their profile on Alibaba, by the way. Next is good communication. When you reach out, do they reach back to you promptly? Can you communicate with them thoroughly, and do you understand what they're saying? Number 4 is not always the cheapest. Do not make the mistake that I made. I want you guys to learn from my mistake. Do not be cheap trying to get rich. Please write that down and literally believe that and implement that in your life, because I've made that mistake more times than I care to publicly share. And I was trying to beat my supplier up and get the lowest price product on the front end, and on the back end I was getting beaten. Now I do the complete opposite. I try to manufacture the best product at the highest price point, and then I make the industry, I make the consumers pay me what I want. WWAD, what would Apple do? Apple's not concerned with being the cheapest, they're concerned with being the best, because the cheapest is never the best and the best is never the cheapest. Why is TAF not the cheapest program in the world? Because we are the best in the world. Point simple. You cannot be the best for everybody. There's going to be people that are going to want to go to the dollar store. You don't want dollar store clients. Last but far from least, you want to find a manufacturer, not a trading company. Ideally, you want to deal with a manufacturer. Sometimes you will find a manufacturer who is also a trading company. Basically, trading companies are middlemen that don't manufacture. They go find a manufacturer, right? And for everybody in TAF and everybody in our programs, you actually work with our team overseas in China. We have a staff, we have a virtual address in China, and we have a sourcing agent who actually helps you find the suppliers, so you don't have to worry about that. And pro tip, you want to categorize Alibaba's filters to meet this criteria. Now, again, for those of you guys that are in TAF in any of our programs, we actually give you a template that you can just copy and paste, fill in the blank, and reach out to suppliers. However, if you're not in TAF or you don't join TAF, you want to create a template like this. Because if you create a template like this, what you're going to be able to do is copy and paste and automate the process of reaching out to suppliers. So you're not going back and forth and handwriting messages. Does that make sense down below? Few people say that they're nervous thinking about finding a supplier. Don't worry. If you follow that framework, Janet, you will have no issues. And again, for those of you who joined the program or in the AMZ formula, you work with our sourcing agent in China. We have offices in China, and we help you find the supplier, negotiate, manufacture, develop, and ship the product directly to Amazon. So don't worry about that. Now, here's where things get interesting, guys. Every 2 weeks, Amazon's going to send you money via ACH directly to your Amazon account, to your banking account. Does not matter where you live. If you live outside of the US or if you live in a country where you're unable to sell on Amazon, I recommend that you sell on Amazon US. It is the largest marketplace with the largest opportunity. For those of you who choose to take the leap of faith and work with me and my company today, we have a third party that we work with that will literally help you set up a virtual address in the United States, get an LLC in the United States, get a bank account in the United States, and set up your Amazon account for you. That way you can sell from wherever you live in the world and sell on Amazon US. It has the largest marketplace, the largest viability. Now, if you're doing this on your own and you live outside the US, those are the things that you need. A virtual address, an entity that's domestic, a domestic bank account, and then you set up your Amazon account. Simple. Now, step number 3, we covered product research, we covered product sourcing. Now let's talk about the micro launch. How do we test these products? How do we make sure these products are going to crush it? How do we launch these products? So I've come up with a proprietary system called the micro launch. Over the last 7 years I've been in this business, and it's very simple. It's 2 steps. Somebody down below say make success simple. Make success simple. Now, number 1 is the rapid listing creation, and number 2 is the viability testing. So the old way is send your product to a photographer, get the photos taken, get them edited, hire a copywriter, come up with this amazing packaging, amazing listing, and do all of this without any proof that the product is going to crush it. I don't approve of that. Now, the new way in the rapid listing creation process, which is a part of the micro launch, is going to be basically getting your images from your supplier, cheaply hiring someone to polish them up at $5 to $15 each. I'll show you where in just a second. And then understanding the difference between a good-looking listing and a well-optimized listing, utilizing free tools. So in free tools or paid tools. So in the Jungle Scout extension, they also have a tool that will help you create your listing and optimize your listing. Again, that's discount on junglescout.com. Now, many suppliers have images. All you have to do is ask for them, and then you can simply get them edited on Fiverr, or you can go to Upwork.com. This is where we find a lot of our freelancers and a lot of our people that are going to do small tasks in our Amazon business when you don't have internal employees. Because you can build a 7 and even 8-figure business selling on Amazon without any employees. You don't need a physical location. You don't need an office building. You don't need a warehouse. You don't need a ton of employees. You can literally hire a VA and use freelance contractors and run a 7 or 8-figure business just like I did. Or for those of you who want to fast track your way to success and you want to skip the long, tedious, stressful line to success and choose to work with our team, we actually give you a list of our approved and pre-vetted people that we work with, right? Actual freelancers that we work with across the board. And we also offer services where our team can do this for you. So you get access to all of that and the above. Now, where's the mistakes being made and what are most people doing? I have a saying, and I want you to write this down, because how many of you guys are like, well, what if I find a product and the product doesn't sell? What if I find a product and I do all this hard work and I spend all this money and I don't make any money? Any of you guys have had that concern? Down below, talk to me. I want you to understand this. All products on Amazon sell. If products do not sell, it is not a product problem, it is a person problem. Here's a person problem. They had a lack of knowledge, the taco stand. They had a lack of knowledge. They had a lack of training. Can you do this business model by yourself and just utilizing outdated free content on YouTube? Absolutely. Will you lose more money? Will you lose more time? Absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt. And again, I have zero incentive to try to persuade you to joining my program or working with me, because I'm not financially incentivized. I'm incentivized by getting my clients results. And I know I can get my clients results because I know if you try to figure this out on your own, you're going to make a mistake. Like, look at this product right here. And this product is doing just okay, but it could be doing better. Simple tweaks and lever pulls that you can implement in your business will get you catastrophic, literally life-changing results. So if you look at the left, look at the difference between the left and the right. You can see that underneath the image, it's a high-quality image, and they have benefits and features in the listing. Down below, they have variations. So you can do colors, you can do quantity, you can do features, you can do benefits. There's tons of different variations that you can do. Down below that, notice the price point. Notice the price point. Never end your price point at $9.9. In retail, always do anything other than $9.9. And then next to features and details, we're utilizing things like numbers. We're utilizing all the specific specifications that are around benefits and around features. And we're also using emojis. So these are a few things that you can do to optimize your listing. Is this valuable so far? How many of you guys are getting value on today's training? Down below, talk to me. And how would you guys rate this training compared to any other training? And be brutally honest. If it's trash, just say it's trash. But how would you rate this in comparison to any other training that you've been on? Cool. Easy to follow. Good stuff. Amazing. Doing great. Awesome. So far, is this worth $1,000? Is this a $1,000 training? Awesome. So, guys, launching your product the old way, what most people will tell you and what you guys don't want to do. Give away hundreds of products at a steep discount, use Facebook ads, coupons, launch services, and all this extra stuff before identifying that people actually want it. Now, the new way and how you can minimize risk and get results faster is to simply use Amazon's internal advertising platform to put your products directly in front of consumers looking for them to gauge demand and validate products. Now, I know that sounded like a lot of techno nerd blabbo. Let me break this down. Amazon now dominates Google in product search. When you have a question, you go to Google. When you want to make a purchase, you go to Amazon. Now, how do we grow our business? How do we get sales when nobody knows who we are, when we have little to no reviews, and when we're a brand new company? By simply utilizing sponsored ads. Sponsored ads is when we simply say, Amazon, we want to pay you to put our product above everybody else. Does that make sense? And when you do this the right way and you follow my proven framework, you can literally print money. How many of you guys would like to invest $1,600 and turn it into $14,000? What about $2,800 into $12,000? How many of you guys would give me $2,800 right now, regardless if you had to beg, borrow, steal, and find a way, if I gave you $12,000 in return? No brainer, right? Just like if I was to sell you my $350,000 Lamborghini for $30,000, if you didn't have it, you'd find a way, right? Because price is only an issue when value is absent. I don't know, turning $558 to $3,300, that sounds pretty good. What about $93,000 into $300,000? Guys, down below, I want you to write this on your notes, and I want you to comment down below, because if I say it, you may hear it. If you say it, you will believe it. And I need you to believe it. Money is useless unless you use it. Too many people start these businesses and don't want to invest, or they want to step around the corners, or they want to put 1 foot in, 1 foot out, or they want to invest what they can lose, or they want to invest what they can gamble, and they don't go anywhere. If you go all in, you'll go all the way up. Somebody say, I'm all the way up. Let's keep moving. Here goes some more paid and sponsored advertising that I did in my business. I turned $2,900 into $43,000, and don't mistaken the name of the campaigns, because I can get a little crazy with the names of the campaigns. But how many of you guys right now would invest $2,900 with our company if we showed you how to make $43,000? Who's getting the shorter end of the stick there? What about $6,400 into $65,000? That's a 10x return. Or $3,700 into $56,000. Where can you do that at? Show me a stock that'll do this. All right, let's keep moving. Now, how many of you guys, because we can skip this one if you guys want. How many of you guys want to actually build your first campaign together? Would that be of any value if I showed you step by step how to build your first campaign? Now, for those of you, there's going to be a few slides with this timer. Whenever you see this timer, I want you to get your stopwatch out on your phone. Somebody do that for me and say, I'm ready, once you have your stopwatch out. Because I want to make success simple. And I can tell you I'm going to make success simple. But if we do it together and we time it and I blow your mind, you can believe it. And if you believe it and you put the work in, you can achieve it. Because you have to see it before you see it so that you can seize it. In order to achieve it, you have to believe it. Because faith without works is dead. So if you don't have the faith, if you don't have the belief, you can't take the action. If you don't have the faith and the belief and you don't take the action, you won't get the results. If you don't get the results, we can't have that life-changing, life-altering stuff that we talked about at the beginning of this presentation up to this presentation, right? Because change happens by choice, never by chance. Somebody said they're ready. So go ahead and start that clock now. We want to name the campaign name. We want to choose the product inside of our portfolio we choose to advertise. We want to choose a start day, which is today, and the end date, there is no date. Daily budget, I recommend $25 to $50 per day. And for the first campaign targeting type, we want to choose automatic. Now click done. How long was that? Talk to me. Who had their timer out? How long was that? I think my record's like 8 seconds. Maybe that was a little bit long. 16 seconds. Okay. 16 seconds. Is that making success simple enough for you? How many of you who thought you had to have a tech background, a marketing background, be super smart, be young, or whatever self-limiting belief or internal disbelief you had about this business model, how many of you now that's gone out the window? Say it's gone. Before you can achieve, you must believe. Faith without works is dead. If I can get you to believe this is the easiest and the best thing since sliced bread, and I can get you to take action, you'll never look back. Your life will never be the same. That's my goal here today. So, and that's just one of many, guys, and we'll cover a little bit more during the skyrocketing scale, and that's what we're going to cover right now. We went over the micro launch. That's one form of advertising that we're utilizing to start getting our sales and to test the viability of the product. So to recap, we've went over product research, how to find a product that can generate $3,000 to $10,000 per month. We went over rapid sourcing, how to find a manufacturer that's going to make our product and send our product directly into Amazon. We went over micro launch. How do we get our listing up as fast as humanly possible and as least expensive as humanly possible? And then how do we start getting test purchases to make sure that this product is going to crush it? Once you get all of that data and you know that this product is going to crush it, we initiate skyrocket and scale, which is number 4. Now, guys, if you're nervous about failing, if you're nervous about losing, and that's the reason why you haven't stopped, what if we eliminated that fear? What if we eliminated that variable? How many of you guys right now, if you were able to eliminate the fear of failure, the fear of the unknown, and you made failing impossible, you guys would go all in? Comment, I'm all in. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Take me big for a minute. And we really should add this slide. Write this down. I want to add this slide where I'm hanging over the thing in front of the Burj Khalifa to this section. I just recently did this, so I want to update the thing. I was just recently in Dubai. The Burj Khalifa is the largest building in the world, the tallest building in the world. And right next to the Burj Khalifa is this hotel. And you go up hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of feet up in the hotel. See if you can pull it up on Instagram so I can show them. And what I did is I literally got strapped into this apparatus and I literally went on this skyscraper, and the guy literally said, turn around and lean over the back and do this. Now, in my mind, if something's wrong, I'm dead. If something's wrong, I'm dead. If there's a mistake, I'm dead. And I start thinking about my family, and I start thinking about everything that could go wrong. But while my mind is racing and while I'm struggling to fathom how I'm going to do this and make it out alive, while I'm worrying about all that could go wrong, the instructor said, let me show you first. If I do it first, will you feel more comfortable? And I said, yeah, you do it. And he did it. I said, bro, could you do it one more time? He said, sure, no problem. And then he said, your time. I said, bro, just one more time. Could you do it one more time? He did it one more time. You have to see it before you see it so that you can believe it. And if you believe it and you put in the work, you can achieve it. So after I seen somebody else who looked just like me, who was another normal person, who breathed the same air as me, bleed the same blood as me, do something that I was fearful of doing, I knew that I could do it. And simply, directly after that, I did it and I faced my fear. Because if you face your fears, they disappear. I'm here to tell you that your fears are what are holding you back from the life of abundance that you've been praying for. God has given you the opportunity and you've been presented the opportunity, but time after time, you haven't taken action on the opportunity because of fear. Fear is a tool from the devil, and I don't want to get into a whole like spiritual religion thing, and I'm not trying to push religion on you, but fear is a tactic that Lucifer uses to keep you back from abundance, to keep you back from prosperity, to keep you away from the things that you cherish or choose to cherish. Why? Because if you're fearful to do them, you'll never do them and you'll never live the life of your dreams. You'll never be happy. And in the Bible, In the Bible, it states that Lucifer comes to steal, kill, and destroy. So how can he steal, kill, or destroy? By planting fear inside of you, and when you are fearful, you don't make choices. And change happens by choice, never by chance. Because the choice I was ready to make when I was fearful was to get me the hell off of this building immediately. Until I seen that he did it and told me that I could do it. And I've been where you are, and I've achieved what many of you want to achieve, and I'm here to tell you I can show you how and I can help you. So hopefully I went off track for a minute. We'll go back to the slides, but I need you to understand this. Eliminate the fear of failure. Because failure doesn't exist unless you allow it to exist. Stop gambling. Stop testing. Stop trying. This thing works. This thing is real. I'm going to go all in, and guess what? If I fall, I'm going to get back up. Why is there no failure of learning how to ride a bike? Because when you fall and you scrape your knee, you get back up and you do it again, because the desire to learn how to ride a bike is greater than the fear of falling and scraping your knee. You guys need that conviction in your life and in yourself. Was that helpful? Did you guys pick up what I just put down there? Because that was powerful, and I was led to go off script here because I feel that at least 1 to 2 of you guys needed to hear that. And that's going to push you over the edge that you've been stuck onto. That's held you complacent in where you are. Don't pray for change and then be given an opportunity and not make the choice to take action on the opportunity. Because then you're saying, God, everything I'm praying for, I'm praying for all that I want, and you're giving me all that I can have, but I'm not willing to do all that's necessary in order to have all that I want. You're planting a seed, you're literally digging it back up, taking the seed and flushing it down the toilet. Let's keep moving. Are you guys ready? Did you guys pick that up? Because after this, we're going to transition into something that's very important that I need you guys to understand. Eliminate the fear of failure. Let's go to the slides. Guys, most likely what's going to happen is you're going to break even or be profitable if you follow the framework, because we're eliminating multiple variables that can lead to failure. The number one cause of failure in this business is trying to figure it out by your own. Trying to figure it out by yourself. You're going to make a mistake because you don't know the variables. Just like I would have never in a million years leaped over that building by myself and tried to figure it out. I had an instructor instruct me step by step how to do it so I could do it safely and I could do it successfully. And that's what I'm here to do for you guys. Let's talk about scaling. How do we go from 5 to 6 figures, from 6 to 7 figures, from 7 to 8 figures? In order to achieve massive scale, guys, most people are going to tell you, most people will tell you, daily deals, lightning deals, press blogs. This got mixed up somehow. Screenshot this. What most people will tell you needs to be removed. But in order to achieve massive scale, this is correct. First, you need to reorder more of your winner. You need to double down on your product. By doubling down on your product and ordering more of your product, you're going to get a better price on your product, which means you're going to have higher margins. Next, we want to utilize influencer marketing. I'm going to break down what that is and how to use that because that's my secret weapon. Third, we want to use daily deals. We want to use daily deals. We want to use lightning deals. We want to use giveaways. And then we want to use press and blog. That's a ninja hack. Now, for those of you guys like, what is influencer marketing? Talk about influencer marketing. I can't go through all 5 of these or 6 of these, but I can tell you all 5 or 6 of these are the same. So how many of you guys, like, down below in the comments, talk to me, which one do you want to learn about? Where did you guys find me from? Where did you guys learn about this training from? Where did you guys hear about me from? Where do you guys follow me most on? Talk to me down below. Ray said YouTube, IG, YouTube, IG, email, YouTube, then IG, Instagram, EYL. Shout out to Rashad and Troy, my brothers. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Instagram. All right, so I think Instagram is the winner per usual, and the reason why Instagram is green is because for me, it's literally the money platform for me, right? So the way influencer marketing works, and this is literally what I was able to utilize to have my best month, which was $500,000, is I was able to literally go in and find these influencers, and I was able to literally have them promote my product for peanuts, literally pennies on the dollar. So what you need to do is you need to go to Instagram, and let's just say that you're in the fitness niche. We're going to go into the search or the explore page, and we're going to find these influencers that are in this fitness niche. And then we're going to reach out to them via DM. Now, on their pages, you can email them. Sometimes they have a phone number, and then you can DM them. Use all three methods. And you want to reach out to them, and you want to say, hey, my name is Joshua Crisp, and I have this amazing product in the fitness niche, and I love your page. I love what you're doing. And I would like to do a promo where we give your amazing audience a discount on this product that I think would serve them and that they would appreciate. Let me know if you'd be willing to do that, and how much you would charge me and how I can pay you so we can get started ASAP. How I can pay you and how we can get started ASAP is going to be the thing that gets a response. And then they're going to reach out to you. Now, out of 100 pages, probably 20 to 25 are going to get back to you. And if you're a brand new page, maybe less. But it does not matter. Do not watch the score. Just keep throwing up the shots. Does that make sense down below? And guys, this works for all businesses. This works for all businesses, not just this business model. So if you have other businesses, you can crush it. But for Amazon, this is a game changer, because now you're getting exterior-based traffic coming outside of Amazon onto Amazon, and Amazon's like, whoa. Like, Amazon knows that you're only getting this traffic one of two ways. You're paying for it or you're incentivizing it. So what do? They give you additional brownie points. Was that value? Was that value down below? Talk to me. Because nobody's talking about that. That's my secret sauce. Next, let's talk about some more of these easy-to-use, very powerful tools and resources that we have as an Amazon seller. One of them being daily deals. This is where we put our product directly on Amazon's homepage. Lightning deals is another opportunity to have our product on Amazon's homepage with a limited amount and limited time. So we're playing into urgency and scarcity, and you can absolutely crush it doing this. Now, I want to show to you just one of these. I want to show you how powerful this is, because I need you guys to get this. Number one, I need you guys to understand how easy it is. Number two, I need you to understand how powerful it is. Now, the way that Amazon works is we want to be on the first page. Let's say the number one seller in the world who's making all the sales and making all the money is selling 100 units per day. If you sell more units than them consecutively for several days, you take their place. If you take their place, you get all of those sales. I mean, that's pretty safe to say that's pretty simple to understand, right? You guys following me? So just by using one of these, this is lightning deals. And we went over sponsored ads and we went over daily deals and all these other ones, but just let me show you lightning deals. We go in and we choose a product. Okay, we choose a product in our category. We tell Amazon, how many do we want to sell for the deal? You see that on the far right. We want to sell 125. What's the max deal price you're willing to go? We tell Amazon the price, and then we hit start. It takes 10 seconds. Literally 10 seconds. No Facebook ads, no pixels, no website building, nothing technical. It takes 10 seconds. And here you can see Amazon sold 101 units in one day. Now, I didn't do the 125, but we did 101 units in one day. Now, if we need to sell 134 units plus to beat the number one person in the world, and just using one of these powerful strategies and tactics on Amazon, we got 101 sales. That means we only need 34 more sales in order to pass the number one person. And we still have the influencer marketing I just shared with you. We still have the sponsored ads that we shared with you. And then let's talk about another one, which is giveaways. So you already know what to do. Get your clock out, get your timer out, and hit start. We're going to choose the lucky number of winners. We're going to choose the product we want to give away, how many products we want to give away, and any additional steps, and then we want to click start. Was that under 10 seconds? Can we make success simple here? Can we make this simple for you guys? I don't think I can make this easier. I don't think I can show you guys how to do this faster. So if the reason why you haven't started is because you're terrified about losing money, you're terrified about making the mistake, you're terrified that this is going to be too hard, you're nervous that this is going to be too difficult, that you don't have enough experience, if you have a computer and you have eyes, I can show you how to make this work. So again, to recap what we've covered product research, we've covered sourcing of products and manufacturing, we covered the micro launch and launching and testing products, we covered the skyrocket and scale method where we blow up our brand, we get to the next level after testing the viability. Now we're going to cover the pendulum. And the pendulum is important. Where can I see my time at? Okay, cool. So step number 5, and I got to keep moving, guys. I got so much, and I went off topic a little bit with the slide with the Burj Khalifa, but I was inspired to share that story with you guys, and I hope that changed at least one person's life. Now, step number 5 is the pendulum, mechanics versus mentality. And you may be asking yourself, Josh, what does mindset have to do with selling on Amazon? And let's take a step back. Like, what does mindset have to do with being successful at all? Everything. It has everything to do with being successful. Because without one or the other, you cannot be successful. And here's the thing. Everybody focuses on the mechanics. Everybody focuses on the strategies, the tactics, the business models, the techniques, learning and understanding and thoroughly applying everything. But they don't focus on the thought process. They don't focus on the mindset. They don't focus on the motivation. They don't focus on the faith that's required. They don't focus on eliminating doubt and fear and taking action. And they don't understand the 3 Ps. So the 3 Ps are the 3 pillars of success, which stand for patience, persistence, and resilience. After helping literally tens of thousands of people in this industry, coaching literally over 1 million people on this presentation live, speaking around the world and doing all types of events and reverse engineering not only my own success, but success of some of my top students, I've identified that the missing component for those that don't make it is the mindset. Everybody buys the program, everybody watches the program, but nobody makes the adjustments needed. Nobody structures their mindset how it needs to be structured in order to be successful. See, before you can be successful in your life, you have to be successful in your mind. And I'm here to tell you, it does not matter what business you get into. Literally does not matter what business you get into. However, if it's stocks, if it's drop shipping, if it's crypto, if it's Airbnb, it does not matter what you do. You're going to make a mistake. You're going to lose money. You're going to feel alone. Things are going to happen economically. There is going to be something that happens, and it's what you do, how you think, and what you believe at that given moment, which is going to determine will you become successful or not. And I need you to understand that. So I generally believe that mechanics is equally as important as mindset. And in fact, mindset to me is more important than skill set. Mindset over skill set. Because if you don't have money to start, it costs you nothing to start with your mindset. And if you have the money to start, but you're starting with the mechanics and you're not equally starting with your mindset and adopting your mindset and training your mindset, then you're just not going to make it. So this is the secret sauce, is focusing on both of these. Now, what made me successful? I finally understood that mentality was equally as important as mechanics. I also understood that after trying everything out there, I was turning my gears, I was getting nowhere. I finally focused on one thing and went all in. How many of you guys have tried more than one thing? How many of you guys, this isn't your first presentation where you're trying to learn something? You guys may have tried drop shipping, you may have tried Airbnb, you may have tried some other type of business and it didn't work out. And we already talked about this. You didn't go all in. You didn't make success mandatory. There was no consequences for not becoming successful. Truly, we didn't go all in. We were testing, we were trying, we were gambling, we were hoping. Those don't sound too certain. So somebody who's ready to go all in and focus on one thing, down below say all in. I finally found the right people to learn from and made it a priority to invest in myself. Guys, I was stingy and I was cheap. And learn from my mistakes. Regardless if you work with me in my company or not, or you do something else, learn from my mistakes. Do not be cheap trying to get rich. All of you guys want to make $100K a year? That's the 1%. The 1% has what the 99% does not, because the 1% is willing to do what the 99% will not. The 1% is willing to take the loan. The 1% is willing to invest their last. The 1% is willing to beg, borrow, or steal, or do whatever it takes in order to level up. The 1% is willing to stay up at night working on their business. The 1% is willing to be on a web class on Sunday a week before Christmas when everybody else is traveling and shopping. You are the 1%. Therefore, you must do what the 1% is willing to do. Here's the cheat code. Look for someone who knows what they're talking about and who's been an expert for years, who has results that you wish to get, and who has also gotten results for others, and work with them. That's my cheat code. I literally, we're at the end of the year, 2 weeks left to the first of the year. Yesterday, I just wired $15K to another company. Why would I do that? Because number one, it's a tax expense. It's tax deductible before the end of the year. Number two, the minute you stop learning is the minute you stop earning. And I think that I'm good and I'm decent, but I'm not the best. I'm not the greatest. In order to be the best, in order to be the greatest, you have to work with the best and work with the greatest. What also made me successful, guys, I didn't reinvent the wheel. I stopped trying to reinvent the wheel. Use proven strategies and methods. Add your own knowledge, your own experience and creativity to improve the results. Stop trying to figure this thing out on your own. It's okay to be in business for yourself, but it's not okay to be in business by yourself. All great achievers, all high achievers, the best in the world, from businessmen to athletes, all have coaches. The best presidents had coaches. The best athletes had coaches. The best businessmen had coaches. What also made me successful, guys, eliminate the guesswork. Use proven methods that contain virtually no risk. Risk only happens when you allow it to happen, when you make it a variable. And usually risk comes from not knowing the outcome. See, going over the edge in Dubai wasn't risky because I was with someone who's done it hundreds of times, who does it every single day for a job, and he showed me exactly what to do. Before that, it was risky, and I thought about I was going to lose my life. Why spend unnecessary time and money if the hard work has already been done for you? Don't figure it out on your own if you have the opportunity to work with someone. I also found a community. I need you guys to understand that your network determines your net worth. The company that you keep is very, very important. And if you're in a position like I was in when you don't know any multimillionaires or millionaires or coaches or anybody around who inspires you or who wants you to win, then you have access to this virtual thing, this digital thing. Right now we have hundreds of people all across the globe. So there's no more excuses. Somebody down below comment execution over excuses. Become a part of a team, a family that you trust where you can help each other grow. And guys, remember, I said that you have to see it before you see it so that you can seize it. And I learned this from one of my first mentors, Grant. He said that your obsessions become your possessions, and you have to become obsessed or you will stay average. So let's talk about it. What's that goal? After this presentation, we talked about 3 to 10K per month. Maybe it's more, maybe it's less. What's that goal for you? Is it $3,000 a month? Is it $5,000 a month? I'll tell you this, be conservative and be realistic. But what is that goal? And I want you to write that down on your piece of paper because I'm going to show you something that's very important. I'm going to show you guys how to live for free. If you want to break the generational curse, if you want to break poverty, if you want a wealthy family to come for you because you didn't come from one, you have to understand how to play the wealth rule. We're going to get into financial literacy really quick. So write that down. Is it 3K a month? Is it 5K a month? And what would it look like being able to make that working from anywhere in the world during your leisure? What does that look like? What does that feel like? Emotion causes motion. I need you to feel it. I need you to believe it. I need you to cherish this. Now, here's the hack. This is called rich math. What is your living expenses? What is your mandatory living expenses? What is your rent or your mortgage? What is your car note? What do you need for food? What do you need for your children? What is that number? I'll use 3K for an example. If it's $3,000, we want to reverse engineer your first product to cover that. This is how you become wealthy. This is how you get to the next level. Because it's hard for you, if you feel like you've been a hamster in a hamster wheel and haven't been able to get unstuck or get to the next level, and you keep working harder and harder and harder, you keep trying to save more and more and more, but you're not getting ahead, this is ground one. Let's remove all of that overhead. Let's replace all of that overhead. So we want to reverse engineer that $3,000 per month with a product. If you can find one product selling 10 units per day at $10 profit, that's $3,000 per month net profit. Boom, all your living expenses are met. So if you have any other additional income or you surpass that, everything is profit. Now everything you make on top of that goes directly to your bottom line. Does that make sense? Hopefully that's helpful. And audit, another pro tip is audit your finances. Write this down. Audit your finances, audit your bank accounts, audit your credit card reports, and see, is there anything that you're paying for that you don't need? And again, the AMZ formula, and I'll talk about this a little bit today, it's more than just the AMZ formula. Like, we talk about credit and we talk about this financial literacy thing because it is hand in hand with being successful and becoming successful and getting to the next level. And when you choose to go all in and you take action, you don't give up, you can get results like some of the thousands of clients that we have. Amber, a single mother working 2 jobs just to get by, was able to go from $0 to $10,000 per month with just one product in 1 month. Somebody down below say you're only one product away. Paul was able to go to $40,000 in 30 days and is selling 70 units per day. Guys, when I talk to you about 10 units a day, $3,000 a month profit, that's very realistic. Because the last thing I'm going to do is sell you guys a pipe dream or snake oil. We want to under promise and over deliver here because our number one goal is your guys' goals and your guys' results. So now you can see we have clients doing 70 units a day. Take a look at Omar. During the height of a recession during COVID-19, was able to get to the first page in no time, generating $10,000 in sales. That's his first month, around $3,000 profit. And Omar said, man, this is mind-blowing. Devin and his wife were able to get to $4,300 in their first month. That's around $1,300 profit, and they're well on their way to 100K. Sam just joined the 100K club and is on his way to the 7-figure club. Absolutely crushing it. Hundreds of thousands of dollars in profit. Lewis launched his first product and sold 134 units in one day. Look at the chart, guys. One day, 134 units. He said that his investment in the AMZ formula was paid for 2 days after launching. Who's getting the larger end of the stick here? When you follow a proven system that works to a T and you take action and you execute, you simply get results. And for those of you who have higher goals, higher ambitions, we helped Jonathan cross 7 figures. He's doing several $100,000 per month, 6 figures profit per month. So yes, you can take this thing and you can scale. And I show you in my program how to scale to 6, 7, and beyond figures. But the number one goal is replacing your income. Your number one goal is that 10K a month. That's the number one goal. And literally, we have dozens of these and dozens of these all across the globe, and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of reviews all across the globe of people who came through the program and worked with us and who's absolutely crushing it. Remember at the beginning, I talked to you guys about receipts. I take pride in these receipts, and nobody has more receipts than us. Like, I obsess over this. I don't really care about the revenue. Like, we're not a nonprofit. We have to keep the door open. But my number one obsessive compulsion in my company comes from our clients' reviews. George, our program is translated 100% in Spanish as well. I'll talk about that in a second. Now, how many of you guys are ready? Are you guys ready? My question to you is, are you ready to eliminate the fear of the unknown and commit to working on a future you want? How many of you guys are ready? How many of you guys are like, yo, this changed the game for me. This is what I needed. I'm glad I showed up to this presentation. This is perfect timing right before the end of the year. I'm not going to start 2023 off how I left 2022 off, and I'm ready to get to the next level. Talk to me. Talk to me. Guys, you have a choice, and I need you to remember that change happens by choice, never by chance. That change that you want is on the other end of that choice that you need to make. And what does success love? See who's paying attention. The success love convenience? The success love thinking about it? The success love, let me wait till next year? No, success loves speed. I learned this early on, and I've lost millions of dollars as a result of learning this. You have to take action on an opportunity of the lifetime during the lifetime of an opportunity. The thing that I've learned about opportunities is it has lifelines. It has lifetimes, right? They only last for so long. They only exist for so long. And one thing I've learned about being around tons of millionaires in my business and networking with multimillionaires is all millionaires are decisive. All of them. They don't think about anything that's going to improve the quality of their life. What is there to think about? I know I want to become successful. I know I want to get to the next level. What am I going to think about? Where I am now and how I'm not happy with where I am? What is there to think about? So you have a choice. And for those of you who sat through the presentation and spent this Sunday with me, I want to break down something that's amazing that I've really never offered, and this is something exclusive that I'm doing for the end of the year, which is insane because my birthday was last week. It's the end of the year. Christmas is next week, and I really want you guys to start the year off strong. So first and foremost, with your guys' permission, because we can just get into Q&A, I don't want to waste any of your guys' time, and I could care less about making an offer that's not going to help you guys. But if you guys are serious and not curious, and you want the help of myself and my company, and you want to get to the next level with this business model, with your guys' permission, I want to break down something exclusive. And most of this stuff, there's no slides for because this is something new that I really felt led to offer to you guys. So with everybody's permission down below, comment the words, let's hear it, and then I want to break down something exclusive. Now, and this is the AMZ formula, and you guys may have heard the AMZ formula, but you guys may have not heard the formula bundle, and there's just something else that you guys haven't heard about that I'm going to talk about in a second. And the AMZ formula is a step-by-step approach to build a 6- and 7-figure business selling everyday products on Amazon without touching a single product, all during your spare time with just a computer, working with a world-class team who's obsessive over your results. This is compiled of 12 training modules, breaking step-by-step what you need from A to Z, looking over my shoulders, in my computer, in my business, and I'm teaching you exactly what to do. And for the person who asked about it being in Spanish, I think it was maybe George, you can see that 100% of this program is also in Spanish. So if you need it, it's also in Spanish as well, which is absolutely phenomenal. And I'm just blessed to be able to do that because no other program has English and Spanish. And we're working on Chinese, and we're working on sign language. and we just built a children's curriculum. So we're constantly improving, and doing all that we can to make this program the #1 program in the world and keep it the #1 program in the world. So we're breaking down everything that you need to know step by step. And as you can see, it's interactive coaching and teaching directly over my shoulders. For instance, this is inside of an ad account where I'm showing you how to optimize your account, how to build out your PPC campaigns. I'm showing you how to build a brand that you can grow. We don't want to just get to 10K a month. We want to be able to sell this business for $1 million, $2 million, $3 million, $5 million down the road. Remember, this is a business that can generate us income 24/7, 365 during our sleep. On top of that, guys, you're getting access to the fast track mentorship calls. So starting tomorrow, the day after, and there may be an adjustment because of Christmas, but immediately after this, we start live interactive coaching called the Action and Accountability coaching calls, where our team is going to help you every single day get up and running. So at the end of the 5-day coaching calls, your Amazon business is up and running. Success loves what? Talk to me down below. On top of that, guys, I said I want to do something special, and I call this the formula bundle. On top of the AMZ formula, which is everything and anything that I know about Amazon, which is constantly updated every single year. You'll never pay for another update. I'm also going to introduce and give to you my never released Instagram program. This is a robust program breaking down everything I know about Instagram. All of you guys said that you found me on Instagram, and I told you guys Instagram was my #1 hack when it comes to growing brands, growing businesses, and growing revenues. Well, I'm going to show you how I grew to almost 500,000 followers. I'm going to show you how I got verified. I'm going to show you how I automate the entire Instagram management process. I post every single day, 7 days a week. And most importantly, I'm going to show you how I've generated 8 figures on Amazon in digital and physical products inside of this program. Guys, I don't sell this because I created this because I'm good at it. And then I realized, wow, I'm going against the grain. I want to be the best at Amazon and the #1 in the world for Amazon. I don't want to start teaching social media and all this other stuff. Even though I'm amazing at it, I don't want to do that. I want to be a master of one, not a knower of all and master of none. So this has never been released. You can never get this. But when I was going to release it, it's a $19.97 full course, and you're getting that for free. On top of that, I created a credit formula program, which is a robust interactive credit program and financial literacy program, which is another $19.97 program that I'm going to give you guys for free today only as a part of the formula bundle. Now, there's people in the financial literacy industry that sell their programs for $3,000, $5,000, upwards of $10,000 just for this. I'm including this for free, and you will never get this anywhere else. So we're talking about credit cards. We're talking about how to get exotic cards. We're talking about how to set your kids up so they can have an 800 credit score by the time they're 18. We're talking about how to turn credit into cash. We're talking about how to get credit lines. We're talking about personal credit and building it and restoring it, and business credit and growing it and increasing the evaluations of your company. We're talking about anything and everything that you need in order to grow your company and to build and grow your credit, which is absolutely amazing. Now, guys, this is the exact same system that all of these clients have used. Literally copy and paste strategies that all of these clients have used. And we literally have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of success student stories from people who were in the same seat that you are in right now, watching the same presentation with the same question going through their mind. Do I do this? Should I do this? What if this doesn't work out? This is scary. This is a large investment. I'm going to have to sacrifice some things in order to make this investment. However, I need you to understand, if you don't sacrifice for your dreams become the sacrifice. And many of you guys have already been sacrificing your dreams. Many of you guys already feel like you're the hamster in the hamster wheel, not going anywhere. And every single year, you're getting older and your life on earth is getting shorter, and you're fed up and you're ready to get to the next level. For those of you who are ready to get to the next level, this is the choice that you have to make, because change happens by choice, never by chance. And again, guys, you've seen I've done 8 figures. You've seen all these clients make crazy amounts of money. But if I could just teach you a fraction, like if I could just get you a fraction of my results, a fraction of their results, teaching you everything that I know and giving you access to interactive coaching and an entire robust copy and paste program where you're looking over my shoulder, literally giving you access to all of my resources, all of my templates, groups, Facebook groups, Telegram groups, the whole 9 yards, is it safe to say that you could just do a small, tiny fraction of what these people have been able to do, what I've been able to do? Because a small, tiny fraction would result to significantly more than what you have going on right now, because that percentage, that change could be the change that changes your life. Now, who has this worked for? In a second, I'm gonna present this special opportunity, and I will be completely transparent and brutally honest. This is an opportunity that does not exist for the several hundred people in this room. This is going to be an opportunity for 25 serious people, because it includes interactive, specialized coaching, and we cannot do this with several hundred people because it defeats the purpose. If all I cared about is making as much money as possible, then we would figure a way out. But I don't care about that. I care about impact. And we've learned that the more segmented and intimate we've made the coaching, the better. So who has this worked for? If you're asking yourself this question right now, this business model has worked for people that know absolutely nothing about selling on Amazon or the e-commerce in general. This has worked for people from all around the world at any age with any level of education. This has worked for people with little to no technology or online business experience. This has also worked for people while working at another job full-time, or for people who just want to do this as a side business for supplemental income at their leisure. And this has worked for people who are current Amazon sellers who are doing okay, but want to pour rocket fuel on their business. So are you guys ready? Because I'm going to drop the link, and once I drop the link, the spots will start moving. So do not let grass grow underneath your feet. Take action, immediate action, because success loves what? And then after this, we're going to break down the offer, a little bit more about what you're going to get, and then we're going to get into Q&A. And I want to make sure that I serve you guys at the highest level, and that any and every question that you guys have answered is answered. Now, I will say this. For those of you who are worried about the investment, for those of you worried about not being able to have access to all of the funds, I'm going to share with you how you can join this program with $0 out of pocket today. I'm also going to show you guys how you can set up a payment plan if that's also better for you guys. I'm a firm believer that if you really want to do something, you'll find a way, and if not, you'll find an excuse. So for those who are serious and not curious, we will work with you. We will have our team on live chat standby. You'll be able to text or call our team immediately for any type of help, for any questions that you have. I'll also show you how to start with $0 out of pocket and also offer a payment plan. Now, people invest, literally, clients invest tens of thousands, all the way up to $100,000 to work with me. But since you guys are on this special training with me at the end of the year, I want to offer something to you far, far less expensive than what it usually costs to work with me, and that's the AMZ formula bundle. Again, you're going to get everything that I've already talked to you guys about, the IG formula, the credit formula, and that's today and on this presentation only. So are you guys ready? I need to make sure, because once I hit this next slide, I can't go back. So make sure you have your wallets, make sure you have your purses, and make sure you're ready, because once the spots are gone, they're gone. All right, let's go, guys. I want to break down and I want to introduce you guys the AMZ formula. And again, you're going to get the bundle. Now, guys, you can go to www.jointaf.com right now, and you can join for $19.97 or 3 payments of $8.97. Now, I talked to you guys about joining with $0 out of pocket. You can do this tapping into PayPal credit. And again, as a part of the formula bundle, you're going to get access to the credit formula, where I'm going to be breaking down credit and teaching you how to leverage credit and how to leverage OPM. So what you need to do is go to jointaf.com, fill out your information. On the next page, click PayPal, and then PayPal credit, and apply. It takes less than 60 seconds, and if you're approved, you get access to 6 months, 0% interest funding. So by the time your business is up and running and you're generating sales, then you can pay them back with no interest. On top of that, we're 2 weeks away from the end of the year. So if you have an LLC, we're going to help you utilize the tax deductible treasury regulation that's on the screen right now, so that the program is free. You're not paying for the program because you're getting 100% tax deduction. And for those of you that don't have an LLC, over the next 5 days during our live action and accountability calls, we're going to have an LLC call, and we're going to help you set up an LLC. Once you're in process of setting up the LLC, then you can use this investment as 100% tax deductible. Again, go to jointaf.com, and if you want to apply for PayPal credit, fill out your information, choose PayPal credit, fill out the information, takes less than 60 seconds, and you can get access to 6 months, 0% interest funding immediately, right? Now, you guys need to, again, sign up quickly, because there's only 25 spots for this amazing offer for the end of the year bundle, where you're going to get the TAF plus IG formula, plus the credit formula. And then again, tomorrow we start live interactive coaching. And if you're unable to make the live interactive coaching, a team member will be working with you. We'll get you to replay. We'll be answering all your questions and make sure that we caught you up so you don't get left behind. Now, as a part of these three things, you're going to get the AMZ formula, you're going to get the IG formula, and you're going to get the credit formula. Guys, that's $6,000 in courses for $19.97. On top of that, we have some exclusive bonuses, one of them being the Success Shortcut Library. You're getting access to the copy and paste, fill-in-the-blank templates across everything from cease and desist letters to manufacturer outreach templates and everything that we went over today that's going to help you get to the next level quicker. You're also getting access to hundreds of pre-vetted suppliers. You're getting deep discounts on softwares and services, and you're getting access to the Infinity Influencer Rolodex. I talked to you guys about Instagram being my bread and butter. You guys found me on Instagram. You guys seem hype about Instagram. So on top of my Instagram program, I'm giving you access to 1,365 plus contacts across 70 plus different niches, and more are being added every single day. What does this mean for you? This means that you don't have to go reach out to thousands of influencers, because in alphabetical order from A to Z across all the different niches, you're getting access to pre-vetted, pre-negotiated influencers that are ready to promote your product and help you get to the next level. On top of that, you're getting access to my sourcing team overseas in China. We have staff overseas. We have an office overseas in China that's going to help you find these suppliers, negotiate on your behalf, and help you with shipping. Now, starting today, guys, my entire team is now your team, and our number one goal is to help you guys get your product quicker so that you can see profits faster. Now, everything is designed in this program, guys, in such a way that my 8-year-old son now could be successful on Amazon. We got to change that to 8. Now, on top of that, number 2 is the Instant Profits Mastermind. So remember, we talked about your network being your net worth. So not only are you getting access to a Facebook group, an exclusive members-only Facebook mastermind, you're also getting access to an exclusive members-only Telegram chat. So now you have the Facebook and you have the text chat in Telegram, where you have members from all around the world who are active, who are collaborating, who are helping each other get to the next level. Now, you'll get lifetime access to this online community, and I'm in there every single day answering questions, as well as our coaches and other successful students that you've seen here as well today. If you ever get stuck on something, just hop in there so you can get unstuck as quickly as possible. On top of that, you're getting access to the Social Media Marketing Secrets Bundle, and on this bundle, we're breaking down how you can leverage the different social media platforms to literally blow up your business. And again, to recap everything, because this is absolutely insane, you're getting access to 6 exclusive bonuses today only. Bonus number 1 is the Success Shortcut Library, a total value of $497. Bonus number 2 is the Instant Profits Mastermind, a total value of $997. Bonus number 3 is the Social Media Marketing Secrets, a total value of $497. Bonus number 4 is the Action Accountability 5-Day Mentorship, which starts tomorrow. Real world value of $5,000. This is live interactive coaching that starts tomorrow. Bonus number 5 is the IG Formula course, a total value of $1997. And bonus number 6 is the Credit Formula course, a total value of $1997. These are full-blown courses, guys. This comes to a real-world value of $10,985. So the bonuses are worth $11,000. These are real-world prices if we were to a la carte sell these individually. This is not BS or some marketing strategy. If we were to sell these individually in their own funnels, this is how much they would be. So on top of the program, which is only $1997, you get access to all of this. So you're literally getting access to about $13,000 worth of coaching, consulting, programs, resources, templates, services, softwares for a one-time investment of only $1997, or a three monthly pay of $897. Now here's what I'll tell you guys. If you don't have access to the funds to start, apply for PayPal. Go to jointaf.com, fill out your information, go to PayPal, click PayPal credit, apply. It takes less than 60 seconds to get approved for 6 months worth of 0% interest funding. If you don't get access to the PayPal and you have to do the 3-pay, I don't want to charge you more money than necessary. However, if you don't do a pay in full, it's considered a loan and there has to be interest by law. So if you do the 3-pay and you can pay the difference between the 3-pay and the full pay before the next payment, I will honor it and we won't charge you a dime extra. That's what I'll do for you. Nobody else in the industry is doing this, because I want, if there's a will, I want there to be a way, and I want to serve you, and I'd rather have you use that extra capital for your business. So again, you're getting access to the 13 plus hours of training in the AMZ formula. You're getting access to 6 exclusive bonuses: the Success Shortcut Library, Instant Profits Mastermind, Social Media Marketing Secrets, Fast Track Mentorship, which is the Action Accountability 5-Day Live Mentorship, which starts tomorrow. You'll also get access to the IG Formula Full Program and the Credit Formula Full Program, a total value of $10,985 for a one-time investment today of $1997, or 3-pay for $897. Now, guys, my question is, if all this investment did today, like let's set everything aside for a second. If all this investment did today was show you how to find one successful product, let's say it was a one-hit wonder and you could never find another one, but that one product made you $3,000 per month religiously, would it be worth the investment right now? What about if all this program and what all your investment did right now was help you build a business that could replace your job or create additional monthly income, even if less than $3,000, would it be worth it right now? And what if all this program did, all your investment did was give you the ability to spend more time with family, doing the things that you love, enjoying life more? Would the investment be worth it right now? The answer is absolutely, because there's two priorities and there's two things. You have time and you have money. And this program can help you achieve both. Now, I want to break this down. Like we've already went into financial literacy a little bit, and we break this down in the credit formula. But I want you to understand this. For those of you who the money is not an issue, for those of you who have access to the capital, but you're still on the edge, I want you to understand this. Money is truly useless unless you use it. And I need you to understand that everybody is getting rich off of your money except you if you save it. Let me prove this to you. I'm all about receipts and I'm all about data. If you are saving money, everybody's getting rich off them except you. This is a screenshot of one of my son's savings accounts. And this account has $3,773.54 in it. And every single month it's earning 3 cents in interest. 3 measly pennies. Now, you can keep all of your money in the bank and you can make 0.5%, 0.1%, or even 1.5% if it's in a high risk interest, if it's in a high interest savings account. Or you can do what the rich, the wealthy, the successful are doing and invest their money and use their money as a tool that can generate 30%, 40%, or even 50% return on investment. So you become wealthy, you become successful through multiplication, not through measly addition. It'll take too long. And let me prove it to you because success loves math. 3 cents at 12 months, which is every single year, my son's earning 36 cents. That's why my son has a trust with several $1 million worth of assets in it and only $3,000 in the bank, because money is useless unless you use it, and you can never build true wealth through saving money. See, the poor save money while the wealthy use the saved money. And don't let that go over your head. While you're working your tail off 24/7, 365, begging and borrowing for extra hours, running around like a hamster on a wheel trying to get by and not getting by, all your money is in the savings account waiting for a rainy day, and the wealthy come in like an eagle stealing a talon and take all of your savings without you knowing it because it's still on paper. They invest it, they make all the money, and the bank pays you peanuts. And you are stuck where you're at. That's why the saying, the rich get richer while the poor stay poor, because the rich leverage the poor's savings. Somebody down below comment the words OPM. You have to utilize other people's money. If you don't have the resources, become resourceful. Now, at that same investment at 30%, you can see investing this revenue at 30%, you would be making $13,000 per year versus 36 cents. This is millionaire math. This is success math. Again, savings will not save you. Savings do not grow. Savings do not compound. Nobody ever became successful or wealthy or rich through saving. They became wealthy, rich, and successful through investing. That's the only way. Because in order to have an ROI, which is return on investment, there has to be an investment. That's the law. You cannot make money if the money is not making money. A dollar that's not moving is a dollar that's losing. So I need you guys to really understand this. And how many of you guys went to college? How many of you guys are in student debt? How many of you guys have college debt right now? And maybe you've pivoted. You're going a different route. You're going a different career. Or you're not even earning yet from this career. It always blows my mind. And I don't want to crap on college. Or I don't want to throw college underneath the bus. But it blows my mind how people won't invest $2,000 to learn from a multimillionaire on how to make $120K per year, but they'll invest $100,000 to learn from someone who's making $50,000 per year on how to make $70,000 per year, and then be in unforgivable debt that they cannot bankrupt out of. It doesn't blow my mind, but that's not a scam. But you know what? It sounds too good to be true to do something that's specialized and to learn specialized knowledge from someone who's successful. It blows my mind. And when people think that that's a scam, you know what scam stands for? Still confused about money. If you think it's too good to be true, that's what you've been fooled to believe. Because guess what? The school system was created to fuel the working system. And the working system was created to keep you poor and keep the rich rich. In fact, the creator of the school system, John D. Rockefeller, stated And quote unquote, I do not wish to create a nation of thinkers, but a nation of doers. Not a nation of poets, businessmen, or industrialists, but a nation of farmers, a nation of workers. Why? Because the rich get richer while the poor stay poor. See, our school system is teaching you outdated curriculum so that you can stay uneducated, because if you'll be uneducated, you'll be undercompensated. Did that go over anybody's head today? I need you guys to understand this. If you're not where you want to be at, I can tell you why. You don't know enough. You don't have any specialized knowledge. Your profession is easily replaceable. If you leave your job tomorrow, you're replaced next week. That's a problem. My good brother Wall Street Trapper says that if you allow them to feed you, you allow them to starve you. If you were to vanish tomorrow, would you be replaced next week? Would you be missed? Would the company's performance go down? If the answer is no, then you're not special. You're literally a pawn. And that sounds brutal, but it's not as brutal as me being your friend and allowing you to go through life failing. Failing yourself, failing your family, hitting your head against the wall, laying on your back, staring at the ceiling fan, spin slowly, praying to God or praying to whomever you believe in for change. But when you're given the opportunity to make the choice to invest, to create the change, you say, you know what, it's too expensive. You know what? It's too scary. Stop wishing things would get easier and get better. The only way to get better is through trial and error, through an investment. You get better. You become a mechanic through hours under the hood or through learning from a mechanic. You never wake up one day and you're a mechanic. So why are you trying to become a millionaire from YouTube? YouTube is free. Energy goes where energy flows. How can you become a millionaire through free advice? How can you become a millionaire through a podcast which is free? You ever heard the saying, you get what you pay for? I know a majority of these people, and they're not giving you their best. They're just not. Can you do this by yourself? Absolutely. It will take you longer, and you will spend more money. So talk to me. For those of you that are at the fork in the road right now between going all in, between taking action, taking the leap, and getting off this presentation and being exactly where you are and starting the new year exactly where you left off this year, talk to me. What is holding you back? Why are you on the fence? What question do you have that I may have missed? How can I serve you? Because if I generally can't serve you and I can't help you, that's fine. But all I see, and I blame my mentor for this, Jason, all I see is several hundred of you drowning right now in front of me, and I have a life vest and I'm on a yacht. And I will be damned if I get off of this presentation right now without trying to throw you the lifeline. So talk to me. How can I help you? How can I serve you? What questions do you have? What internal disbeliefs do you have? What objections have we not shattered? And many of you guys, you're not doing this because you've shared your large goals with a small-minded person. One of the biggest mistakes you can make is sharing your large goals, your large dreams with small-minded people. Your mother, your father, your grandmother, your grandfather, your husband, your wife, etc., may love you, but loving you and helping you become successful is two different things. Don't take marriage advice from your divorced uncle. Don't take millionaire advice from your 70 and still working father, your 70 and still working mother, your retired and barely getting by grandfather or grandmother, your neighbor who's driving a Prius, whose back hurts every single day. Don't take millionaire advice from them. If you're not in the U.S., again, we show you step by step. Actually, our team helps you. Like a part of the next 5 days, you get on a call with a member of our team, and a member of our team helps you structure a virtual address here in the United States, set up an LLC here in the United States, and set up your Amazon account for the U.S. seller in the United States. That way you can sell in the U.S. Does not matter what country you live in. Does not matter if your country is not approved. It does not matter where you live. We have students in over 200 different countries, and we help you do that. In fact, even if you live in a state where taxes are high, we're going to show you how to restructure your LLT in a state where there's no taxes, like Wyoming or Florida or Texas, right? So we will help you with that. Again, for anybody who's struggling with starting due to the revenue, there's a few options. Number one, apply for PayPal credit. You can start with $0 out of pocket. Number two, do the 3-pay come up with the difference, and we will allow you to pay the difference without you paying the full 3-pay balance. Number 3, you can go half with somebody. And then number 4, if you have questions about payment plans, if you need a special payment plan, if you need some type of special arrangement, text the number down below or go to jointaf.com and there's a live chat on there, and our team is here to serve you. Good starting amount, I would recommend around 3K USD. How do you know how many sellers are selling the same product? Derek, utilizing Jungle Scout, which we broke down at the beginning. Again, the software that's going to help you with all of this product research and all the information is going to be Jungle Scout. That's what we use. You can get access to Jungle Scout at a discount going to www.discountonjunglescout.com. Now, guys, for those of you who are like, Josh, this was very helpful. This was very informational. I think I'm going to take the notes I have, what I've learned in the training, watch your YouTube, and just go at this alone. You can do that because I did. I didn't have the money for a course, and I didn't know of any courses, and education wasn't cool in 2015, personalized education. But I will tell you this. Every single month, we have clients that ask one question to our coaches or one question to our support or one question in the Facebook group where with the answer and the guidance that they've received has saved them far over the investment of $19.97. Because if you manufacture the wrong product and it costs $3,000, that's more than the investment. You'll never get that back. If you send in a product that's against TOS and your Amazon account gets shut down, it's $10,000 to $15,000 to pay another company to try to get it back, and there's no guarantee you'll be able to get it back. So making mistakes due to lack of knowledge is very expensive. So what are you really investing in? You're investing in guidance. You're investing for the fast track process to literally go from ground 0 to ground 10. Literally, someone who's done it over and over and over again, countless amounts of times, and have done it for hundreds of other people, literally take your hand and walk you to the finish line and walk you around the potholes, walk you through the barbed wire and over the different objections and barriers and issues that you would hit on your own. Because chances are you're going to hit just one. So can you do it on your own? Absolutely. But it will cost you more money and more time. And the money is not the thing that you should worry about. It's the time, because regardless of how much money you have, you cannot replace, recreate, or repurchase time. Once it's gone, it's gone. So the two options for the hundreds of people that are staying here and are on the fence is clearly do nothing and not take the step forward, which is okay if you identify that this is not for you. But if you identify this as an easy business to start, as a business that's going to last for many years, and as a business that you could generally see yourself starting and getting to the next level in, if you don't take action, you'll stay exactly where you are. Or the second option is make the small investment today compared to all the value you get in a return is a no-brainer. I've literally done my best to think of anything and everything we can do for you to help you become successful quicker, easier, and with less stress, less headache. Immediately tomorrow, we start live interactive coaching. On top of that, you have access to my entire team. So you're not stuck. You're not left alone. There's no questions going unanswered. The only way that you could come through this program and fail is not to come through this program. On top of that, you're able to join a group of like-minded people who want to see you succeed, genuinely want to see you succeed, and who have succeeded themselves. You're also able to learn from and work with someone who's not only successful themselves, but who has helped hundreds become successful. And guys, one successful product is all you need. It can literally change your life forever. One product took me, and this isn't typical, but it's possible. One product took me from dead broke, not a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, to becoming a millionaire. So for those of you that are saying that you don't have access to the capital or so on and so forth, you just don't see the opportunity. The opportunity isn't big enough for you. Your why isn't big enough for you. Because if it was a cure for cancer for your mother and you didn't have the money, you'd find it. If you had to get to work and you didn't get to work, you lost your job and your transmission went out and it was $3,000, you would find it. Right now, you're sacrificing your future. How long have you been sacrificing your future? Maybe it'll work. One day I'll have the money. Newsflash, the perfect time will never come. The perfect time will never show up. The knight in shining armor will never show up. Every single time I've been given an opportunity, I had to make an uncomfortable situation. I've never just been sitting in my office with my feet up with millions of dollars laying around where a real estate deal comes in. I've always had to commit first and figure out the rest later. I've always had to put my escrow amount in and go figure out where I'm going to get the money from. Whenever a good investment opportunity has came across my table, I was always like, man, why couldn't this come earlier? Why couldn't this come later? Why couldn't I have more money? If you're asking yourself, why, you're not thinking about the right things. Instead of why couldn't this come later? Why couldn't this come at a different time? Or what if this doesn't fail? Or what if this doesn't work? What if this fails? Start asking yourself, what if this works out? What if this is the thing that changed my life? What if this is the thing I've been praying for? So again, our team's on standby. There's a few different ways you can get access to our team other than texting in the chat down below. You can text or call the number on the screen right now. And if you're serious, I highly recommend that you call over the text because those are prioritized. If you cannot call, then you can text. The WhatsApp number, if you're international, is down below as well. There's a live chat down below. There's a live chat on Join TF. There's 4 to 5 different ways that you can talk to somebody live right now who wants to help you win. If you're unable to start right now, apply for PayPal credit. It takes 60 seconds. You can get 6 months interest-free financing, and you can join the program with $0 out of pocket. If you cannot do the one-time payment, which is the best deal, then do the 3-pay. And if you do the 3-pay and you get started right now, you get access to everything. Come up with the money before the 3rd payment, and we will honor your investment. We will honor it. We don't want to charge you extra. We want to incentivize you to take action, and we want to help you win. Cool, so I'll leave this up, and then we'll get into Q&A, guys. Any questions that you guys have? The only dumb question is a question that's not asked. And guys, I got to jet to a flight right now, so I'll do 5 minutes of Q&A. I really want to blitz through all of your guys' questions. I want to help you guys. Any questions that you guys have, please please ask them down below. All right, guys, again, the only dumb question is a question that's not asked. Again, I've got like 5 minutes before my Uber gets here and I got to shoot out, so I want to help you guys. I want to serve you guys. I do not want any questions to go unasked or unanswered. George, reach out again, brother. We have the program is 100% in Spanish. We have bilingual staff as well to help you. So we're here to help you, man. Text the team right now. Let us know what you need, how we can help you. Michael, you will have prioritized support via email. You'll also have support via the Telegram and the Facebook group. And Michael, we do small, interactive, personal coaching that starts tomorrow. So you will be in a live Zoom room with a live coach that you can chat with, interact with, and ask questions with. If we can only afford the discount price, will that be often to learn ways to sell on Amazon? Miss Lake, yes. If for those of you guys who have no other option but to do the 3-pay, do the 3-pay because you get access to everything. And then again, if you can pay off the program before the 3rd payment, we will honor that so you don't have to pay any additional. How do we access the Fast Track Console? Gary, after you make your investment, you should get a link to tomorrow's call. It's at 6:30 Central Standard Time. And again, if you guys are unable to make the action and accountability calls, which start tomorrow, we will give you a replay and a team member will reach out to answer your questions and give you your homework and make sure that you're not getting stuck. If my Amazon account was deactivated for drop shipping violation, can I still sign up for your program and get my account back and work with you? So we can't promise you because I don't know why your account got suspended, but I can tell you this. We have never had an account suspended. We have 10,000 plus clients since 2017. We've never had an account suspended. We did just have somebody who joined our program because they went with someone else that's promised them the moon and fast results with drop shipping and got their account shut down. And we helped them get their account reinstated. So I will tell you this, we will do everything we can to help you get your account reinstated. If we can't, then we will do everything we can to help you set up a new account. And here's the thing, if you join the program and we can't help you get an account, we can't help you get your account back, we can't help you get an account, and we've done everything we can, we will refund you 100% of the money. Because if I can't help you get to the next level and make money, I don't want your money. But I'm very confident in my team and my team's ability. Eileen's in here right now. She literally just helped. She's one of our coaches. She literally just helped somebody get their account back that was suspended in, I think, like 2 days, which was phenomenal. Any other questions? Should we use an LLC to start this Amazon business? George, you can use a social security number. You can use a different entity. I recommend an LLC. You can use a different LLC if you have one, and if you don't have an LLC, on one of the 5 days during the Action Accountability coaching calls, you will have a call with a member of our team that breaks down how to set up an LLC, and they can actually set up the LLC for you and help you set everything up. If you're outside the United States, they will help you set up an LLC in the United States, get a virtual address and bank account in the United States, and get your Amazon account up and running. Again, at the end of the 5 days, we want your account up and running. We want everything done, and we want you to thoroughly understand everything. Wow, Eileen said she helped get the account back same day, 2 hours later. So whoever, because it said anonymous, whoever it was about wanting to join and wanting to get their account back, again, join, take action. Our team will do everything we can to help you. If we can't get yours back, we can't help you get a new one, we'll refund you 100% of the revenue. Does the program help assist with finding products? Chris, we do help you find products. You are able to send the products in to be verified and validated. We also do have weekly coaching on product research live, in addition to the robust modules in the program teaching you how to do product research. Can we tell our seller account name to customers so that they can choose us next time for purchasing, like marketing our seller logo in product? Is this legal on Amazon? Yes, so we help with all the branding. We help with the product inserts. We help with the cross promotion. We help with the autoresponders and the emails and everything. We literally help you set all of that up. And for a majority of these, we have copy and paste templates that you can just implement so you can get results fast. When using Jungle Scout, why is it important to filter products that have less than 100 reviews? Derek, the amount of sales to review ratio is one of the main things that we're looking at when we're filtering for competition. How do we access the Fast Track Council? Gary, you should get an email with the link till tomorrow. Again, the calls, the Action Accountability Live coaching calls start at 6:30 tomorrow. What if I'm not a legal age with no income? So if you're under the age of 18, you would need to do this with a parent. And then in reference to the income, like you could negotiate or talk to your parent about that. Maybe use credit, maybe use a loan, so on and so forth. Get a loan from them, so on and so forth. You have to be working government before you're able to. I don't understand your question, Kelvin. How did you say to get started through PayPal? If you guys want to get started with $0 out of pocket, you can join and apply for PayPal credit. You're going to go to www.jointaf.com, fill out your information, choose PayPal credit, answer the questions. It takes about 60 seconds or less. And if you're approved, you'll get instant access to the funds up to $5,000. 6 months, 0% interest on that loan. And then you can use that for your inventory. You can use that for the investment in the program. If PayPal doesn't accept me, what can I do if I don't have the money right now? Derek, best thing you can do is text the number on the screen down below, and our team will work with you. Do you recommend selling only on Amazon or Shopify also profitable? I recommend sticking to one thing and getting a ton of results. We show you how to sell on Shopify or create an online website after your product is up and running, but I highly suggest that you start with one platform, one thing, master it, get the money rolling in. Starting with just Amazon and just the program is enough to get that 3 to 10K per month. I purchased your program through EYL for the discount price. Do I get everything in this program that you're offering in today's program? Shannon, no. So I did something very special for the EYL audience. Again, shout out to Rashad and Troy, those are my brothers. But you just get the AMZ formula. What I'll do for you, though, is if you text our team, if you pay the difference, I will give you access to everything that's here today, even though we usually don't do that. Again, Earn Your Leisure, those are my brothers, that's my family. We want you guys to win, so I will do that for you. If you're interested in getting access to the IG formula, the credit formula. If you want to start the fast action, fast action accountability and action calls that start tomorrow, you get access to all of that and all of the bonuses. Just text my team, say, hey, I was on the web class. I already joined through the EYL special. Can you send me an invoice for the difference and get me access to all the exclusive bonuses that are worth $10K? We'll do that and we'll get you access ASAP. Cool, awesome. Any other questions? How long to the rides here? 5 minutes. Okay, cool, guys. I got 5 minutes until my ride's here. Any other questions? Any other questions? Welcome to the family, everybody. Again, if you're already in the family, if you join the family down below, comment the words "I joined" so we can welcome you to the family. If you're working on it, comment the words "I'm working on it." And if you have any questions, this is your last chance to ask a question. I appreciate it, Alyssa. Shout out to Salo. Shout out to Miss Lake. Shout out to Jessica. Can we set up PayPal with our LLC to get credit that way versus personal account? Yes, you can. Shout out to Michael. Shout out to Trey. Shout out to Elisa. If I'm based in the UK, what number can I message, please? The one on the home screen isn't coming up for me. Can you personal message Demetria the WhatsApp number? Can somebody personally message Demetria the WhatsApp number or drop it down below? Demetria, somebody on our team should be dropping the WhatsApp number right now. So once I start a source of income and I get help from you guys and receive guidance on how to do this properly, yes, you will, Michael. We'll be with you every step of the way. You'll have access to our world-class team that will be answering all of your questions. You'll have access to the live calls that start tomorrow, the entire robust program, which is updated every single year, the live Facebook group mastermind, the Telegram Facebook mastermind. So you have access to all the resources, all the templates, all the team members necessary to absolutely crush it with this business. Is this just for private label? Yes, this is for private label. This is what I specialize, what I recommend, and what I truly believe is the best model on Amazon. How long is this deal? This is the end of the year deal, and this is exclusive to the webinar because we want to incentivize first movers, and this is what's called first mover advantage. If for whatever reason you cannot join right now and you want to lock in your spot and you want to lock in the $11,000 in bonuses, the only thing I can tell you to do is text the number on the screen. There's a WhatsApp number and there's also a domestic number. And Eros, let's have the team, because that's a master slide where it says text, let's have them add the WhatsApp number to that for the next account or for the next presentation. Do you help create the Amazon seller account? Yes, we do help you step by step. In fact, we do that live over the next several days. All right, guys, so my driver's about to pull up, and I'm getting ready to head to the airport. I have to catch a flight. Any other questions that you guys have, we will leave this up. We will leave this up for the next 5 minutes. My team will be in here live. Any questions that you have, drop them down below. If you guys are working on it, make sure that you let our team know you're working on it. If you're working on PayPal credit, say I'm working on it. If you need help with PayPal credit, let us know. We can help you. Again, all you have to do is go to jointaf.com. Fill out your information, choose PayPal, then PayPal credit, and then you're going to be able to fill out that. And again, it takes 60 seconds. You can get access to 6 months, 0% interest, free funding and financing. Other than that, if you have to do the 3Pay, guys, it's better to do the 3Pay and get access than not to do it at all. And again, once you do that and you get access to the credit course, I'm going to show you ways to leverage money, leverage OPM, raise money, find money. And if you pay this off before the third payment, you're not going to pay any interest, right? Because I don't want to charge you guys anything extra, but I don't want you guys to lose this opportunity. For some people, the 3Pay is better. It's better to do the 3Pay than not do anything at all. Guys, let's start the new year. Again, we're 2 weeks out from the new year. Let's start the new year out with a new business. Let's start the new year out with a new business. Let's not wait to New Year's Eve when we're drunk and feeling some type of way to realize, oh crap, I'm starting off the new year with my old self. Start off the new year with your new self. Don't wait to the first of the year. Don't wait to halfway through next year. Start now. Success loves speed. Our team is going to be with you every step of the way. We're going to do anything and everything within our power to help you get to the next level. That is my promise to you. If you show up, if you put the work in, you guys will you guys will blow up and it will work out. I have a Shopify account, but haven't fully completed it. If once I get the source of income, will you guys help me computing and starting and selling properly? Michael, we will help you set up everything. And our team does have some experience with Shopify, so we'll be willing to help any way we can. Cool. Any other questions? Any last questions? Any other questions?